All right, I'm leaving you here. I love you, and I'll see you in your readings. I'm probably going to have to change the setting here because you ain't seeing anything here. I'm like tight. All right, I love you. And I will see you. When will I see you? I'll see you in the extended. This is the extended. I'm going to what am I going to do? Oh, all right. People's in the house. What the hell is this shit? Explainos. Explain. Doesn't explain. She no explain. Ah. Okay. Hello, my beautiful. Sabrina's tired. Ugh, I'm like a little bit tired. Tired. I can do this. Sabrina, you can do this. Hello, my beautiful warriors of love. Welcome to this weekly reading. For those of you looking for the extended, you just have to click on the timestamps below. For those of you staying on to listen to my rant, here we are. Also, I'm trying to change up the backgrounds just because I'm just having fun. Because change is the constant where I get bored of always the same thing, and that's just the new me that's moving in. Right? And I don't know if you're feeling that. If you listen to my intro, I talk a little bit about moving into this new, right? Is it new? I don't know. Is it like something that's always been within me? It has. Like if people know me, you know that I'm very playful and childish, and I almost like got stuck at 17 years old when my mom passed away, and I always say I'm 17, you know. Even my nephew and my niece, they like, you're like younger than us, I guess. Right? Because I choose to live life at the seat of my pants. I choose to live life as spontaneous as I can. And when I was younger, I did, but there was moments where I didn't because it was the right thing to do. I needed to do this. I need to own my own business. I need to become an adult, you know? And then I realized I'm not. What does that even mean? What is even an adult and what is a child and what is that? It's like, to me, it's like this pigeonholing of how we should be at a certain age. That's you're responsible and this is and it's always been like an irksome to me to have to follow a certain rule or have to follow a certain way. And it never jived with me. And now I'm like, okay, it's just I'm really comfortable with it right now, and I don't care. And that's where I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about this beginner mind. Like us going back to the basics, going back to when we were kids. If you think about it, when you were 5 years old and you're playing Legos on the ground, you're just thinking about what you're building. You're not even thinking about how it's going to look like. You're just building as it goes, right? You're not thinking about anything. You have no attachment to how the outcome of this masterpiece is going to be like. You have no you have no feelings about it. You don't feel like, oh my God, I'm not good enough, or you're not feeling any of that. You're just doing. You're just playing, right? And and what happened to that? And I know a lot of you are like, well, that 5-year-old is not paying the bills and not paying the rent and not paying the lease on the car and not like having to pay the electric bill. I'm like, yeah, I know that. He's not. But you are, and you're choosing it to do that, right? You don't have to have the car and you don't have to have the house. You don't have to have that, right? You're choosing that, so why are you complaining about it, right? Like, do it and live your life without attachment to something. And this is what we've all lived. We've all lived, even me. I live with an attachment to this. And ever since I started just like being open to receiving like orders every day or things, I just like thank you, and I'm like I look forward to that, and I'm so excited. I'm just living my life. Things have just been started flowing back into my life, and it's like amazing how that works because you've trusted the flow. And the thing is, like, you know, I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and she was like, this is what I want, you know, I want, but, and I'm like, what you want, what you need, what you desire is all your ego. Can you be patient to wait for whatever's coming next in your life? Do you have to have what you plan? Like, when we plan things in our lives, doesn't mean it's going to work out, right? Doesn't always work out either, by the way, right? You know that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and then we're like, oh my God, it didn't work out. What did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? And then your higher self is like, you didn't go anywhere wrong. You just didn't sit back and let us do the work for you. And you're like, well, that is, because this is this illusion, this world that we live in, is that we're the ones that we have to create. We have to create. How else did Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, how did they create this shit? I mean, right? It's, let's not even go there, but it's like, let's go to you now. Can you trust the process? Can you find fun back in your life? And you're like, well, I don't want to have fun. Okay, can you find whatever it is that drives you, like makes you smile, right? What is that for you? Is it like going to watch a movie in the middle of the day when there's no one in there? You know, that I used to like to do that. Or is it like sitting outside by the lake and just like being peaceful? What is it that makes you smile? Why can't we do these things? Because I have to work, because I have to get that promotion, I have to get that job, I have to get that. Okay, is that what makes you happy? If that makes you happy, then by all means, who am I to say? But I feel like that is just like us hitting ourselves against the wall all the time, because it's not really what we're here to do, right? We're not here to make the $1 million. We're not here to have the house and the cars. And that, I mean, in the bigger picture of it all, that's not what we're here to do. In the bigger picture of it all, we're here just to sit and anchor our light, right? And in the meantime, like, enjoy the human experience. But who am I to say if you enjoy you enjoying your human experiences by working 50 hours a day and like doing all the things, and so be it. Like, who the hell am I to say these things, right? For me, it's not, right? Like I said, at Instagram, Facebook, me, it's just going on a Ferris wheel, dancing at a music festival, having a snowstorm, having a snowball fight, having like the little pleasures in life. These are just walking on the ice or not trying to walk on the ice and falling. That's a pleasure in my life where I actually love. And it's like me like rediscovering that about myself and saying, okay. And me doing that has like brought joy back into my life. I wake up every morning, I'm excited because I'm like, I don't have any I'm not like, I don't have any obligations. You know, I do have like a copywriting job, a content creation job that I do on the side as well as this, and I do it, but I'm in a flexible, like I work with Ukraine, so they're like 7 hours in front of me, so I have my own hours. And then I have you guys that you're freaking amazing, had such amazing readings this week with, like, you all know who you are, like the texts, message ones, the dream ones, and the annual and spiritual ones. I loved it. It was a blessing, and you guys are truly a blessing to me, but I picked my schedules, right? Like, this is time, and I just feel like if we all did that, I feel like the planet would be even lighter as well. And it's this like fear of not having enough, and this fear of not trusting your future self for taking care of you, because truly you've created your divine blueprint. You've created your life, and if you think that your future self created a life of misery, then you have to think twice about that. Like, would I create misery? I created misery. Like, I mean, if I look at my life, there's so much tragedy in my life, but I'm not attached to it anymore. And I say, okay, it was there for me to grow. And I needed these people who passed away in my life to deliver codes to me, which I understand, and I'm going to see them again anyways, right? Because nobody dies. I mean, these are the philosophies that I hold on to, and it makes sense to me. And also I say to myself, I'm like, why would I create something that was so awful? And it's like, it's just a human experience. And it's that detachment that it helps. For me, it's helped me like live life the way I'm living now, because I'm not attached to it so much anymore. And I realized that I would never have created a tragic life unless I chose to live the tragic life. So if I lived tragedy in my life, then I chose the tragedy for me. So I have to accept my future self, which is me. I have to accept what I've chosen for myself. And that changes the whole perspective, right? It's because you're not going to blame yourself. Oh my God, are you, like, I say to myself, yo, future self, are you for real? Why would you do this? Like, I was telling a friend of mine, I was having so much fun. I said, was I supposed to always be like a freaking overspender and generous with my money and never have all the money? I'll be up and down with money. And they're like, yeah, 100%. I'm like, wow, why would I have done to myself that? But it's like, that was your experience. Because, you're like a warrior. You want it to go up. You want it to go all the way down to the ground. And you want to come back up. And you want to spring up down. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay. If you look at it like that, it's like, oh, okay. It's changing the perspective on things. Instead of being poor me about things, just saying, well, hell yeah. Okay. Freaking amazing. I am a warrior, I'm a goddess, or whatever you want to label yourself, but you're fucking A, man. I got out of this one. Look at that. Like, look at your life. I want you to look back at your life and say, wow, you survived the death of your brother, your sister, your father, your mother, your best friend. You're still here. You, survived that chapter 11, that, going broke, living on the street, living in your car. You did it. You're here. Like look back at your life. You survived all these, ghostings, this whatever, people who treated you this way, this narcissist, all these people in your life which are just mirrors of you, because you created this for you. And it's in that moment when you're like, okay, I created this. That's when right now everything that comes to me, I'm like, oh, I did this, and I laugh because I talk to my future self, my higher self, me. I talk to myself, I'm like, yo, man, really? I put this in my life. I put this guy in my life here. What the hell? And it's a joke. And it brings lightweightedness to my life. Because I'm not attached to it anymore. It's not that serious. Nothing is serious. And if we're able to detach from that, oh, it's the end of my life. Oh my God, I can't believe this, I'm not attached to this banking system anymore. I'm not attached to it. I use it, obviously. I say, thank you very much. You're helping me pay my rent. You're helping me go to drink coffees every day. You're helping me, and I thank you very much. But I'm not going to attach to the fact that I am not where most people my age should be at. I'm still living my life to the fullest. I always have. And it's always boggled me too. I've always found a way around it, and it's cool. So where you are in your life? Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Are you blaming someone else? Are you blaming yourself? Stop it. Are you shaming yourself for not being where everybody else is at your age, at your thing, at your this, at your that? Everyone's different. Everyone's different. And that's something too. It's every single human on this planet has a different blueprint. Everyone is here for a different thing. Completely. We're all here to anchor the light. Of course we are. To anchor our light in the grids. Yes. But we are here for different things. And so, you won't have the same experience as the person next to you. And that's the beauty. For me, I enjoy the experiences of everyone around me because I'm like, wow. And even when I have your sessions with you, I freaking love it because I listen to your experiences and I'm like, wow. You bring something to me where I bring something to you. And that's the exchange. And that's the like respect of experiences. And you also, like, we don't realize this, but me talking to you, I'm like activating your codes. By you talking to me in the sessions, you're doing the same thing to me. And it's beautiful. Even by commenting, like, I feel like it's just like that. Which brings me to another thing. I'm going to be starting sessions where I create codes. I have the gift of getting symbols from music, and I like your own codes. I have no idea how I'm doing this too, and I'm trying to figure out how to translate it in a session. But this is what I'm working on right now, because it's been like 5-6 years now that I get symbols all the time in my head. So it's kind of beautiful. Like, it's your codes that you could just keep, or we'll figure something out. But see, all these gifts and abilities are coming up for all of us. And like, I looked it up, what I have, and I can't find it anywhere. So it's like unique to me, but I'm sure, and like I've asked, there's other people, like, yeah, other people around the world have the same. They just don't know how to translate it, right? Because this is new for all of us. And it's like, I just feel like this newness is like bubbling up. And instead of like running away from it and doing the same over and over, because even I say, everything we do now, there's nothing new right now that we're doing. Like, every time you think of something, it's like, oh, but just do it. Like, oh, it's already been done. You know how many times I hear people like, oh, I want to do this, but it's already been done. I'm like, everything's already been done. So who cares? Just do it again. You know, like, we're not here to sell to, you don't have to sell to all 8 billion people of the planet, or whatever, 1 billion people of the planet. You could just like, even if you sell to 10 people, you're doing a service to these 10 people. And it's not about that, right? Because it's about enjoying the experience. I don't know. I just feel like we are too focused on an outcome. We're too focused on the whole results, the hows, and it's just like, go with it. Just go with it. Can we just allow life to flow? That's the thing. It's just, can we just allow it to flow? Can we? Why are we so impatient? Like, but our age, and I'm like, what age? Again, you're limiting yourself, because if you, I cringe every time I hear someone say, oh my God, but I'm going to get old, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get this. I'm like, yeah, you are, because you freaking told yourselves that you are going to get this. To me, I'm like, I'm staying like this for the rest of my life. I don't know about you, right? Like, it's really that. You have the power to be whoever you want. You have the power to weave your own destiny. You have the power to create whatever it is you want in your life. You also have the power to shame yourself, and you have the power to make yourself small, and you have the power to bring dis-ease into your life as well. You do that. You do that to yourself. Nobody does that. The food doesn't do that to you. The whatever pollution, all this make-believe doesn't do that to you. You do it. Because your voice, which is an activator, tells your cells, which are your sailors in your ship, and you say, hey, well, my eyesight is going to get bad because I'm this age, and your cell's like, okay, no problem. And that's it. Anyways, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. 18 minutes in, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. This is what I want to talk about, and I'm gonna be like less and less talking, because I really feel like I'm just repeating anyways. It's just these little things that I have in my mind, because I think it's time for us to like really freaking enjoy our lives and stop attaching ourselves to all these freaking narratives. And some people I watch on social, and I'm like, ugh, it's enough with the high frequency, low frequency, this and that. Come on, man, just live. Live your life according to you. You, not anyone else around you. Everyone else, like, let everybody else have their freaking opinions or belief systems, whatever, let them be. I don't even, like, I'm like, okay, fine, that's what you believe, but I don't. So this is how I'm going to live my life, you know? Like I said, like a friend of mine recently was joking with me, but were they really? She was like, why don't you act your age size, not your shoe size, you know, like a Prince song. And I'm like, I like my shoe size, but thanks, bye. Right? It's like, and being really feeling, really owning it. That's all it is. Own your shit. Own who you are. Also, I realized I put an Instagram story recently, and nobody knew that I do dream interpretations. And I have clients that come in and actually do them for them. It's I really go into depth with the dreams. I go into the elements, the objects in your dream, the people, blah blah blah. And it's a good hour recording for each dream. It could be less, could be more, but it's like I go deep into it to understand the psyche of it. And also do text message tarot, which some clients have been doing with me for the past few months, and it's a lot of fun. I just love it. Text message is instantaneous. Like, should I get this dog? Should I do this? Like quick questions that are like fun. I pull the cards and I answer. So there's just a lot. Check out my website for more of these different kind of readings. I'm trying to bring in some interesting readings just to change it up a little bit, but also because I love it. I really love going into depth of things. Okay, I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. We got the 12th house introspection as your overall energy. So we have here all the 7 chakras. The 12th house is the Pisces energy. It's the spirituality. It's that it's not the higher learning, this one. It's really going in deeper within you. Introspection, right? That's the freaking energy. It's like, to me, introspection is like deeper than even the spiritual world. Like, it's like really going into your true essence. Who are you, Aries? Are you done listening to other people? Are you done following other people's rules or ways? Or it's like, have you forgotten who you are? Have you lost yourself in a little bit of that tapestry of life that you have to be a certain way kind of thing? And the Pisces energy, this 12th house energy, is like, remember, like, we're all here in our own journey, and somehow you're following someone else's journey, which is not only you, Aries, but it's showing up for you. So this is kind of interesting to show up and like, what is the message that's trying to be? I brought this soda light out here, just throat, and because I'm also in blue. All right, so let's see what the energy are for you. These are the advice we have. Oh, I didn't bring my thing. You see, I need you to like here. Here we go. We have Wheel of Fortune, which is Sagittarius energy, which is destiny, luck, abundance, like you're exactly where you need to be kind of energy, which is kind of nice. Here, let's put this here. And the second card is the Two of Cups in reverse, which is a lover, soulmate, romantic relationship, someone like important to you, a resistance to love, a resistance within the relationship, something that is not going as planned as you had wished it would be, which is very interesting why introspection would show up. And then we have, the 9 of Wands, another Sagittarius energy, interesting. Showing up to it's a very interesting, actually, because to me it's like the Wheel of Fortune is telling you that you are exactly where you need to be in this mayhem. Your relationships, whether it's romantic, whether it's friendship, whether it's family, whether it's like a soulmate, whether it's like a really deep relationship that you thought was something, is actually blowing up in your face, or there's a lot of resistance in it, or there's something just not working out. It's not aligning. And here it's like, okay, it's time to go within, Aries. Why does it need to be your fault? Like, why does it need to be their fault? Like, stop like blaming them, stop blaming yourself for whatever the situation is. You're supposed to be at this juncture in your life seeing that it's not working. I mean, I'm saying it's not working because it's in reverse. Or you're resisting it. And the Nine of Wands speaks of stepping back and becoming the observer of it, and allowing it to be what it is. Because your challenge is the Moon card. Your emotions. So your challenge in an emotion, and it's Pisces. People, this is 12th house. Like, so it almost feels like some of you, not every single Aries, right? But some Aries here are having a harder time I'm going to say this in layman's term, in linear world, but this is like a failure. You're having a hard time facing this failure within this relationship, whatever that is for you, whether it's, like I said, romantic or personal or friends or whatever. There's a certain person, maybe more than one, in your life that is not aligned with you anymore, and you are taking it a little bit personally, and it's like making your emotion, like you're like you feel a little bit crazy, maybe you feel like a little bit very emotional, overly, underly, however it is for you, however you're like expressing yourself. But know that this is meant to be, and this is the human challenge. What do you mean it's meant to be, Sabrina? Like, I'm supposed to be going through this. They're supposed to be rejecting me. They're supposed to make me feel like shit. They're supposed to be ghosting me. I'm supposed to ghost them. I'm supposed to treat them like shit, because that could be both of you, either you or them doing it, and you're like feeling uncomfortable either way. And it's like, yes, you are supposed to be there or doing or whatever it is, because this is part of your journey. So are you able, Nine of Wands, to stand back and say, okay, and see the bigger picture of it? Because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. The bigger picture of it. Are you able to see the bigger picture and say, okay, like, this is such a huge challenge, because it's like, okay, thank you for being a narcissist. Thank you for treating me like a piece of shit. Thank you for gaslighting me. Thank you for like abusing me this way and that way. You know, but it is. It's truly thank you. Are you able to thank that person for bringing you down into the hole, to making you feel all the feels, so that you can spring back up on your own? That's something to look at in a huge way for everyone, and Aries is showing up for you, because some of you are holding on. You're holding on to your life, to someone in your life that keeps rejecting you, or that keeps like pushing you away, and you keep being freaking stubborn like you are. It's like, no, they're gonna see it my way. I'm gonna change them. I'm gonna and it's like, no, enough. It's like your higher self is like, dude or dudette, let's change direction. Can we stand back and see the bigger? Can you look at it with a different perspective? Can you see it that like it's just not? Because the Two of Cups to me speaks of that there's something that is, it's like almost like something is not working again, and you're still continuing with it. It's like, yes, I'm going to be adamant about it. I'm going to make it work. And the Moon is like, is creating chaos in your emotional life for it, but it's okay, because that's how you're moving through it. But I feel like, to me, this feels like you're being dealt a detour in your life. It's like a big wake-up call for you. Are you going to stand in attention and pay attention to this wake-up call? Because it's probably something that has rebounded over and over again. It's back. Are you going to go back down the same path? Nine of Wands wants otherwise. It wants you to stand back a little bit. do a little bit of contemplation. Take the time to assess. You know, look at the patterns that you've been in. Interesting. Kind of like it. Go the distance. That's really, it works out actually really well here. Go the distance. It's like, oh, it's perfect actually. It's like, don't stop. Like, to me, it's like this is like a pattern that's happened over and over again, and it's showing up again in your life. And now it's telling you, don't just stop and go back to it and say, no, I'm going to give him or her the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to try this again my way, or I'm going to try it again their way. I'm going to do it like I'm going to try again. And your higher self is like, yo, are you for real? We've like enough. Why are you holding on to this? Why are you holding on to this? Why are you attaching yourself to this person, this situation, this place, whatever this is for you? It's like done. Go the distance. Continue moving, Aries. Don't go back to try and fix it, to try and repair it, to try and heal it, to try whatever. It's done. It's like, the thing is like this. It's like, why we go back to fix things that don't need fixing, right? Why are we fixing? Why is humanity need to fix relationships? If at the moment it's not working, move forward. Keep moving forward. If that person wishes to continue this, they will run up to you. Or if you continue, if you would like to, like, but everything has to move this way instead of always going backwards. It's like this flaw we have as humans, that everything needs to have a band-aid. It can't just be. And here, I'm not saying every situation in your life, but I feel like this is showing up for the one specific person, relationship, whatever it is, that you keep making excuses for, you keep going backwards. Well, he's my family, he's my boyfriend, he's my girlfriend, she's my wife, my partner, this, she's that, she's my mother, my father. Like, it's the important roles, and I have to keep it alive, even though I can't stand these people, but I gotta, like, or what are people gonna think? And it's all the same crap. And to me, this is a message. Where do you want to be in this? Like, do you want to be the one that's always like, it's not an ego thing. You don't have to be the one, the victor in this, you know, like, someone has left you at the altar, then you leave. You don't have, I'm going to prove it to them that they're that was the biggest, like, hello, right? Right there. Someone broke up with you, and why do you want to go back to that person? To prove what? Someone is treating you like a piece of shit. Why do you want to, like, have a relationship with these people? Well, you know, don't we have to be open-minded and allow people to be, allow them to be. But in the meantime, you be you. Go in. I love it. Chameleon spirit. Act as if. I mean, act as if. This is like a perfect thing. It's like, act as if your life is great. And you see how things change, right? To me, I don't really like, you have to be careful with acting as if, because it's like, if it's not honoring your soul, then it's like you're just bullshitting your soul. And your soul, your higher self, is the same thing to me. It knows what you need to do. I don't know about this, actually. I gotta be real. Chameleon spirit. I don't really like to change how I am according to someone else. So I'm going to read what it says. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong, or whatever, differently. 14. Yeah, you see, like, this is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do, until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural. So, like, you know, I know these cards were written a long time ago, and I can't stand by this card for you. So I'm going to actually pull another card for you. I mean, you can take the message the way it was. Like if you want to act as if and that, but I can't stand by it. So as your tarot reader, I need to change it. It's just what it is. All right, let's get this party started. Aries, please. Another message, piece of advice for what they have right here in front of them. No, no, yes. Nice. Okay, be here now. Hummingbird spirit is a very, for me, very spiritually advanced bird. Everyone is, right? The bird is us, basically. It flaps like 1,000 flaps a minute or something. It's like really like, it's constantly in the now moment. It's constantly, hey, I'm here, I'm like living my best life in high frequency, whatever. This to me is like, you're being asked, you doing you is being here now, right? Is you living right now. It's like, I almost feel like it's enough you doing for others, Aries. You living your life for someone else. You're living your life because that's how you should do it. And what are the people going to think? And that it's like a very Aries thing. You're a little concerned about other people. And some Aries will think otherwise. Say, no, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, you are. You kind of are. And it's okay. Like we all are. And there's this part of me that says it's enough. You got to put down those those barriers. And if someone is treating you not to your best, then ask yourself, why am I here? What am I doing? Why do I need to fix? It's just as simple as that to me. All right. This is your message. I was thinking of I wanted to give you a final message, and I'm going to do something which I do every night before I go to bed, and I ask my book for a message. So I'm going to get a message for you, Aries. Let's see what the message is. You can ask a question if you want and see what the answer is. But let's see, Aries. Stop. This is the message. She topped everyone's glass with more bubbly. As they cheered, the rest of the posse cheered along with them. Tomorrow would be a day of regret, but Sophia preferred to enjoy the moment guilt-free. How fun is that? When she observed the girls, Lola was at ease in her element, and even Emma regaled in the merriment. I mean, I'm going to just stop at that, because this is you living in the here and now, and you also observing, being the observer, standing back and watching as you see what is in front of you, right? This is the whole message right there in that book. All right. If you haven't bought it yet, you know what to do. So this is kind of cool. I kind of love this message this week for you, Aries. And, like every week, take what you want from it. If it doesn't feel right for you, you can check your rising and your moon. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. Join my Ko-fi platform as well. And I want to thank every single one of you for being here every week. Literally, I do love each and every one of you and your energy. And please leave comments, because it just gets me high every Sunday. Love you. All right. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got Jupiter Abundance. I mean, when I saw this card, I would literally jump for joy again. I was like, what is this telling us, Taurus? It's telling us that money is coming. That abundance of love, abundance of everything is coming our way. Let me show you the card. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the 7 or 9 planets that we have. I don't remember how many planets there are, but that we know of. But Jupiter is all about big possibilities. It's how can you maximize your potential? How can you move into a greater understanding of life? Right? It's luck, it's abundance, it's karma, it's destiny. It's and there's also this interesting message that comes in. It's are you being over the top in the way you're sharing your message, or are you being underwhelmed as well? But be aware of how you share. But I at the same time, I'm it really doesn't matter. Just do you. To me, it's Jupiter is saying, be the bigger person. I really want to emphasize that. Stop playing small. Let's see what's going on with you this week. We have the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is freaking financial independence. I just can't tell you anymore. It's like money. It's like this, like people who have been worried, who have been holding on to their banks, their wallets or whatever. It's coming. Like, you need to trust. And even some of you are like still like borderline, or some of you are like indulging and enjoying everything. More is coming your way. Like, I just feel like that's the message here. Nine of Coins, like living your life to the fullest, being like, Nine of Coins to me always speaks of like, live your life like you're a queen or a king. Because you lead by example, and you also attract by example, right? And I'm not saying like to be like, you know, I'm not saying anything actually. I'm going to stop by what I'm saying, because it's not up to me to make a decision of how you want to live. So if you want to live overly, if you want to live underly, you live it. But to me, this speaks of a stability coming in as far as finances, because the Nine of Coins is a Virgo energy. So all the hard work is going to pay off. And wow, we have a Three of Coins, which is Capricorn energy. You know, we got our sisters here, Virgo and Capricorn, coming in and saying, look how beautiful these cards are actually together. It's this energy of like, you know what? You've worked hard. Bravo. And Three of Coins is like collaborating. Maybe you want to share your money. Maybe you want to like create a partnership with someone and learn how, like, find a way to build and invest in other people in your life. Or maybe there's partnership coming in here, or like two other people, and like there's like that. You know what I'm off on my tangents, but I feel like I'm learning this more and more, is that we're not here to be alone. We're not here to do things alone. We're here to collaborate. You know, we have these skills and abilities, and it's time to like share them with our fellow man, woman, or whatever, right? And this is what's showing up in the cards for me, for you. And the Hermit, lead by example, as I was saying. It's so cool. There's just this feeling, and it's a Virgo energy, so it's all like earth energy here. The sun, like, to me, I feel like there's like I felt it too as a Taurus, that I like a lot of people know, if you listen to my intro, that I like I either am like, whoo, so much money, or I struggle, and ooh, so much money and struggle, right? And it's this energy of, now it's time to flourish in it. Now it's time that we are all gonna like bring you up to par, like let you revel in it, because money is a made up construct. Like this being rich and hard, like everyone's so worried about money. The reason that if we continuously worry about money, then it becomes a thing, right? But if we let it go and we trust that our higher self has a plan for us, then the money will flow in. And this is like being comfortable with that ideology, being comfortable with yourself, in the sense that, you know what, whatever money comes in, I'm going to be happy with it. The Hermit is like, I can live in a cave, or I can live in a huge home. I can live however it is that my higher self has planned for me. And I'm going to live it with like dignity, and I'm going to live it with light, and I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. And that's how we lead by example. We don't have to always lead by like showing off our wares and showing off everything, by just reveling and sharing our ideas with others, and like bringing the community together, kind of thing. I really like that. Let's see the challenge show. The Five of Swords is a challenge. The Five of Swords is an Aquarius energy, and the Five of Swords is this vindictive, vengeful energy. So this is kind of interesting to me. And I almost feel, with the Jupiter here, wanting us to play big, and this energy coming in saying, oh, I kind of love it actually. And it's not to put blame on other people there, but it almost feels like other people in your life, are people that had tendency to bring you down. And when you bring down a Taurus, Taurus takes it personally. Because we work really hard for our everything. We put in the work, right? We put in the legwork. We put in the hours. We put in everything. Sorry. And when someone turns around and says, well, it's okay, or blah, 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 or complains or bitches at us, we take until it's like, no. And I feel like this, with this Five of Swords, is like that person around you that maybe I need to drink water, but that person around you that feels this need to criticize you, or feels this need to, remember, it's all a mirror. And if they're unhappy with you, it's because they're unhappy with themselves, and that's just the way it is. I'd say just be careful of that person around you that is like kind of putting that cog in your wheel every second. Pay attention to that person and realize that, no, I am steady. I'm putting down my roots. I know that, like, as I lead by example, there will be people around me that will want to shut me down, that will bring me down and make me feel like lesser than. But I am Jupiter here, and we're not here to play small. We're here to be big. And if it hurts us by people like this around us, if they hurt, not hurts, but if they are bothered by it, then it's them. Again, it's their issue. It's not yours. And this is a huge thing that we need to start, like, really coming into. I kind of like this, actually. Building blocks. 28. Again, there's this idea that, like, you're building something. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. You're in the process of investing in someone, into yourself. You're creating the new dream. You're building this new dream of yours, and Five of Swords around you is like, no, Taurus. Again, your head is in the clouds, Taurus. You thinking you can do this, you can do that, but you can't do that. You don't even have money to do that. You can't even do that. That's that around you. That energy around you that is like doubting you, doubting your abilities. And you know what? I gotta say this, not because I'm a Taurus. When Taurus puts the mind to it, Taurus gets shit done. So continue on your path and try not to get swayed by this kind of energy around you, because it's not, and this could be you too. Like, if you have air in you and this is your air, like, constantly making you doubt yourself, your moves, you got to bring it back to the earth. Say, I'm living this life, and whatever happens, happen. If I hit a tornado, like, what is Taurus doing? They hit a tornado. They fucking go in the tornado and they come out and they rebuild. They rebuild their life. I don't think I've ever heard of a Taurus that, like, Taurus is just freaking stubborn, right? That way. And I feel like it's like, you can bring us down to the ground, but we're going to come back up. So for me, it's very important that you continue building your dream, regardless of what people around you. There's like the little jealousy here. It's interesting. And it might manifest itself in a different way. They might not seem jealous around you, but they're holding you back. So continue building your blocks, people. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. I mean, it kind of goes with the theme of what I was talking about with myself this week. Being playful is loving life, living life to the fullest. Is like building your blocks, collaborating with people, doing the things that you love to do on your terms, and not playing small. Not falling backwards because someone came into your life and said, oh, you know, this is like a classic Five of Swords, jealous. Someone like, oh, who do you think you are, Taurus, doing this? You know, like someone already did it, someone putting you down, someone like, you know, like, and it's like, no. No, that's not working. It's not working. I need you to freaking embody this, my beautiful Taurus. You're the freaking leader. Okay, being a leader in the dark, which is like the Hermit, is daunting at times because you will have a lot of resistance coming your way from all kinds of people, from all corporations, from all banks, from all things. People are like, well, what is this idea? What is this? Who do you think you are? Da, da, da. But no. Who are you? You are a dreamer. You are a rebel, right? We are dreaming this new dream because Jupiter is here and saying, yeah, if you have a dream, my beautiful Taurus, if you have an idea, I'm going to tell you, run with it. Go for it. You got nothing to lose. And if you have that little inside you, that means your higher self is like, yo, you were supposed to do this 10 years ago. Let's go. All right, I love it. I love it. So I decided in Aries, I'm going to do what I do every night before I go to sleep. I always ask for a message from my book that I wrote. I know it's crazy, but I do it. I ask a question and then I ask. So ask a question. The Aries was like spot on, but to the reading. So Taurus. Okay. No. Yes. Oh, it's just this. I am you. The one true light is me. Very simple and actually kind of amazing because it is this. You are you. I am you. You are me. We are all one. But here in this case, the one true light is you. It's time to follow your light, to follow your path, regardless of the jealous people around you. That's Italian for jealous. Like all the people around you that are holding you back. It's time to have fun. Because to me, 9 of Coins feels to me like once you let go of that, all this opinions, things are going to start to settle in place. The blocks are going to start to like create the foundation of your life. Are you ready? I am. So let's do this together. All right, my beautiful Taurus. This was fun. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. Join my Ko-fi membership if you would like to support me on a monthly basis. Or buy my book if you haven't, as a gift or anyone. And yeah, check out my website for interesting readings. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got Imum Coeli root. Now, I like totally choked when I was talking on Instagram and Facebook as to what that even means. So I wanted to give you an idea of what Imum Coeli is. So it's a location on our birth chart. Let's just see what that means. So the location includes the points on your astrological chart like ascendant, descendant, and chart houses, all of which refer to the locations or compartments in your life that are activated in the present moment and in need of attention. Alrighty then. So your is Imum Coeli. I wanted to read from this because look to the roots. Think about what makes you feel at home and secure, what creates sanctuary for you. Investigate the foundations and become conscious of the traditions and assumptions that underlie the situation. If you grew up around arguments, arguing with people at home may seem normal to you, but that may not be the case for your housemates, so you may need to learn to present your points in a more transformative, less combative way. Oh, okay. So it's like your patterns, your unconscious patterns that you have, like that you're like, oh, this is normal, this is how it is at my house, this is how I grew up, this is what it is. And also I find roots is like going back to the roots of life. You're like your friends, your people around you? Who in your life feels supportive to you? Who do you feel help you grow and help you blossom? Are there people that tie you down, that keep you always stuck in the ground, right? That's what to me this feels like. Feels like it's time to kind of assess the people, or the home in your life. Do you feel like you are suffocating within the four walls of your home? Do you feel like you need to be out? Or like, what is it? Where is it that you're feeling that there's actual growth in your life? So let's start from that. And let us move on to see what's going on with you. We have the Three of Swords. Let's start this reading like with a bang. The Three of Swords is a Libra energy, which is your brother energy. This is what we're talking: heartbreak, trauma, these unconscious patterns, perhaps something showing up in your life where you're maybe struggling with. Could be a relationship, could be you, right? Three of Swords, a heartbreak, grief, something that is deep in your life at this moment in time. Strength and Strength card shows up, which makes sense coming after this. And we have the Hierophant, which is a Taurus energy. Interesting. So before I even look at the challenge card, these are, wow, big cards to me. Here you are perhaps like with this Roots card, saying that there are, this is an old energy that you're trying to step away from, or maybe there's something coming up within your life right now that is disturbing, right? It's an old energy that is showing up. It's manifesting its way within your physical vessel, your emotional, your mental. Like, this is mental energy. How is it showing up for you? Are you like grieving a moment that happened a long time ago and that you thought you got rid of, or now it's coming up? Is there like discomfort within your relationships with your family, your friends, your partners? Is there something coming up that is making you feel cringy? And it's a great thing. For me, the Three of Swords, I see it so differently now. I feel like if it's showing up in your life right now, if you feel like you are in emotional, mental, physical pain, if you are feeling under the weather, if you're feeling at a very low point in your life, embrace it, please, Gemini. Embrace it. Look at it. Is someone making you feel this way? Is it time to properly assess the situation, to grieve that person, that relationship? Let it go. Is it time for you to grow out of this situation, out of this living space, out of whatever it is? Is there something that, like, roots are strong in the earth, but they grow and they die, and then they grow again, and they die and they grow again, right? But the roots stay firm. The outside dies, right? But the root is firm. So where in your life, who in your life has supported you? Who in your life has been there for you? Who in your life can you lean on when you're going through all this, when your old versions of you are dying, when everything is dying within you? Do you have that person? The Strength card. Do you have these people around you? This is a Leo energy. Are you, I almost feel like it's like you don't have to go to someone else. Also, it's you. This is what makes you stronger. You facing this ugly in your life. You facing the death of you. Facing the death of others in your life, whether they're physical or energetic. And you standing strong and saying, okay, I got this. I was built for this. I'm ready for this. The Hierophant is a Taurus energy. The Hierophant, in a lot of ways, is very traditional, bishop. But to me, the Hierophant is like moving onto your path of like believing in your ideals, like sticking to your ideals, sticking to how you want to be in your life. This is like, it could be learning new ways too. It's like going in and listening to the wisdom of your heart and trusting it, and trusting that this had to happen for you to get to this place. That we need to break down the emotion, the physical, the mental, the spiritual. That we have to grieve this. We have to grieve it. There's no like us holding on, us attaching to these relationships or attaching to these ideologies of things in our life. It's releasing it. Because in this breakup, in this letting go, is where you find your spiritual strength. Where you are no longer a prisoner of your mind. Where are you free and you're able to learn a new way, right? It's like you move into your wisdom, your inner standing of you. And it had to come with this. So some of you are maybe feeling this in all the kinds of ways possible, but maybe it's mostly mental with the Three of Swords showing up. But being a Libra, it feels like a relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be personal. And it's you coming into your roots. And I'm not talking roots like of culture and religion and all that. Is your roots of who you really are. Which is nothing. That's for you, the philosophical Geminis that you are, which is nothing. I know it's deep. Okay. And you're, look at who this, their challenge is the Fool card. It's like interesting to me. The Fool is an Aquarius energy. The Fool is about taking risks. You see she's jumping through the iceberg or whatever the hell it is. And she's like she's just like moving into her journey of purpose, whatever, but as a challenge is she's resisting. So some of you are even choosing to wallow in this pain and stay in it and try to figure it out. You're resisting. You're resisting the change. Why, Gemini? Why do you want to get stuck in something that's that's just like stagnant? That's what that feels like to me. Like you're now willing to change your mind about this stagnant relationship, this back and forth relationship, this my home, like it's okay, my home, but I'll just like this decisions in your life. It's like, come on, Gemini. Up and at 'em. Stop resisting this new. You're always very open to this new, and now you're kind of holding back. It's an interesting energy for you. Anyways, Treasure Island. Let's go. Let's travel. And it's not only travel. Let's get you daydream again. Let's get you in that la la land again. Somehow you got really like stuck in your ways. You're almost like freaking stubborn, like the Taurus. Maybe you have Taurus in your chart or Aries in your chart, but you're a little bit too fixed on like, I had this idea, this is how I wanted it to work out, my job, my relationship, my love, my this and that, and it's just like freaking like not happening. And it's the Leo, the Strength card is like, no, it's not. So let's get up here, stop resisting, let's move. Let's like move on to a new path. Dream the dream. Let's get back into that like fantastical world of yours, of the Treasure Island. Interesting. Co-create with spirit, the crow spirit. Yeah, it's like everything here is indicative of you stalling. You finding, like you being a little stagnant here. And almost with the Three of Swords, allowing yourself to loop and loop within the same energy here. And because you're a little bit stubborn and you want things the way you want things, but it's like, no, it's not working out. Move, next. What are you holding on to? Like, let's kill it. Kill that version of you that wants to hold on to this, because it's like we're coming here to slay it. There's a new path opening, a new spiritual path, a new path opening up for you that's asking you to like go fully into dreamland, into Treasure Island land. The crow is like this very powerful bird, third eye, you know, like really go in. Trust yourself, the roots here. Trust that everything is already set. Can you trust it, Gemini? Stop like if like it's almost like your higher selves keep coming in and saying and bringing you that detour and that delay, and you keep like pushing it aside and saying no, it's gonna work out for me, and I'm gonna make it work for me, because that's who I am. You know, like it's just like, let it go. Stop like trying to make this relationship work if it's not working. Like, let it go. It's gonna come back if it works. Like, that's the thing. This is where we're at right now. Let it fly away so that it can fly back to you if it need be. Your roots are set in place. Can you trust that? That your blueprint is set. And all of this other part of you is just living life. And allowing, and you meet people, they you know, stop attaching to people or to homes or to situations or locations. Let it go. Let it flow. All right. Like everybody else, I'm giving you a final message from my book. I do this every night. I ask a question and it gives me a message. So let's ask you a question for Gemini. And if you want to ask a question, go for it. Gemini, stop. Okay, I got the bottom here. He cupped her feet into his hands and blew hot air onto her toes. I know you want to know about these windows. They are tinted so that no one else can see inside, but I can see outside. Jude swiveled to look at her, so Gabrielle can't see anything. He gently lifted her feet, placed them on the sofa, and went to the kitchen. He returned with tea and cookies. I know you've been dying to know more about Gabrielle. Shall I begin? Sophia was all ears. Like, what does that mean, right? Just the imagery of the fact, because I can tell you what this means, right? In this, this is Jude's apartment, and it's like full windows on all sides, and there's a stalker, and Sophia's asking like, can she look inside, right? But this is deeper. Like look at it deeper than that. It's like, it's almost like you are afraid to have people really look inside you. You're playing like a little bit of a facade life, you know. You're like living the life on the outside, and you're wanting things to be the way they like you see it in your mind. Instead, the crow to me is like, no. Let's like I said, like, don't worry, the windows are tinted. Just trust that whoever needs to look inside the window will look inside the window. Whoever doesn't need to look inside the window doesn't look inside the window. It's almost like I don't know, Gemini, I feel like this week you're trying too hard to hold on to like a root that has been burnt kind of thing, and it's like it's not holding in the ground anymore. Just let it go. Let it go and know that this root will rebuild itself and rebuild itself within the earth. Trust. I hope this message came That's good. All right, Gemini. It's always interesting to have you as a follower. You're very, to me, I see you like usually very expansive in your mind, and sometimes when you get stuck into certain things, you get really stuck in it. Air sign. So if this didn't resonate, go ahead, check your rising and your moon. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. Join my Ko-fi membership to support me monthly, or you can buy my book on Amazon if you haven't yet. All right, so I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got mystery 8th house. The 8th house usually rules money, death, sex, taxes, literally. So last week we talked about death, dying, like killing, not killing, like the death of your old. And this week this money is showing up here, this attachment to money. But there's something interesting that I want to read to you from the book because I found it interesting. Assess the power dynamics between you and other people around important resources like sex, money, and inheritances. Notice if a relative or boss withholds money until you behave, or if you or a lover withholds sex until some other need is met. Just get clear in your own mind if anyone is pulling strings and trying to heal dysfunctional dynamics with clear and healthy boundaries. Develop your resources like your own money, sense of worth, and body confidence to strengthen your freedom and bargaining power, and operate in this realm with grace. Engage the resources handed to you, but make your own judgment calls. Face your worst fears and step through. The trap of manipulation falls away when you don't bite the hook. I freaking love that. All right. And it's so funny because I feel like this week is like a little bit of manipulation from others with you when it comes to love, when it comes to money, when it comes. So be aware of that. I mean, like some of you are like, not really, but maybe it'll show up in a like a phone call from a bank, you know, trying to get you to pay interest or something. Like there's something here coming, or it could be you already know this. Someone at work that's just saying like, I won't give you the raise until you do this, or I won't do this to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention. I love it. I won't give you these cookies if you don't love me. Like, things like that. So, the Magician. Resources. Speaking of resources, this is the resources man, right? This is like you manifesting whatever it is you have. You have all the resources in front of you. Don't ever feel like, for me when I see the Magician, don't ever feel like you are nothing. Don't ever feel like you have nothing, because you have everything in front of you. And if there's moments in your life where you feel down and out, and there's moments in your life where you feel like you're being taken advantage of, is something that you need to pay attention to, because you have everything. You have the goods, right? You have the gifts, you have the abilities. It's like, why are you allowing this to happen? So I don't know why this is showing up. Let me just see this. The 8 of Cups. This is you leaving something behind. And, ooh, the 2 of Cups. Soulmate, love, interest, a bond between someone that you have here. And your challenge is the Hierophant, a Taurus energy. So, what is going on here? I almost feel like the 8 of Cups is like you having to leave something behind, whether it's work, a project, a person, because the Magician, as beautiful as it is, it could also be someone who's manipulative in your life, right? Someone who has a way with resources around you, and who has a way of swaying you, has a way of like magnetizing you, attracting you into their trap. And it's like up to you to say, no, I'm not playing your games anymore. That could be it too, which is kind of interesting to me. So it's like, that's why this mystery shows up. It's like, is there someone that's appeared into your life that is seemingly so perfect, that seemingly says, I'm going to do this, and a part of you is like not trusting, but you're still falling into the trap kind of thing, and it's time to get out of that. A Hierophant in reverse as a challenge is like someone who is like going against your belief systems. I'm going to turn this around because I want to see this for me. I want to say like obviously this is like very specific a little bit to some Taurus, some Cancers out there. I just feel like some of you with this Magician and 8 Cups are being played or have been played. And it's a good thing because of the 2 of Cups here. It feels like you, like maybe once in your lifetime, a long time ago, it could even be a past life, like a past relationship that you, they took advantage of you. They took advantage of your money, of your generosity, of love, your comfort, whatever it is, and you walked away. And it was really challenging for you to do so because it was going against all your belief systems. It was going against all your preconceived ideas of how life should be, kind of thing. But it moved you towards that love of your life, kind of thing. And if it's like right now, I feel like there's some of you being taken advantage of. I need you to be really cautious here, Cancer. We keep seeing this week after week, that you're having to protect your heart, protect yourself. Like a Magician is a Gemini energy, but it doesn't have to be Gemini. It's just this person, like I almost want to say this is like a manipulative person in your life. I have like a bump here. Someone in your life that knows how to get you, right? Knows where to like manipulate you, in layman terms. Like as simple, I could just say this as simply as possible. And the 8 of Cups is like, become conscious of this, become aware of this, and turn your back on this voluntarily, please, Cancer, because they are because this is like manipulative too. That's what I'm saying. They're like completely going against your ideals of life, and I don't think it's a bad thing. That's what I want to actually impart with you, because you need this in your life to see that you're looping in patterns. You're doing the same thing over and over again. But it's also like we need to go through this in our lives, whether you did this when you were younger or whether you're doing this right now. You have to come to a place of discomfort. You have to come to a place of being used, being this, and you're like, why? Because that's how you learn. That's how you live this human experience. Because to me, this is the only way you get to your soulmate. That's what it's saying here. It's like you having to like come up against this kind of energy, this person who, and it's a person, it's a Magician and a Hierophant showing up, who is against your ideals, right? Against, who's treated you badly, who's treated you, and you allowed it though. That's the thing. You allow this person to manipulate, to act this way abusively in whatever way it was. And it's like, well, I didn't have a chance. It's like, I know, but it was an experience that you had to go through. And many of you left, and many of you are still in the process of, but having gone through this is what brings you to this. And this is like a death of an old version of you to move into the new. So we're still looking at a lot of like releasing of old stories. This could be an old story for you or a new story, but you're needing to let it go. Like, stop holding on to the fact that he or she did this to you. It's done. What are you gonna do? Why stop holding on to it? It's over. We're bringing you in something new. We're bringing you a new soulmate, a new friend, a new companion. We're bringing a new counterpart that's gonna help you, a business partner. Someone's gonna link in with you. But you needed to go, I need you to understand it. We need to do these things. We need to experience these awful situations to see. Imagine. To me, it's time to start dreaming the new dream. Stop this. Enough. Stop going back and say, why, how, they did this to me, victim, victim, victim. No more. Blame, 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 shame, shame, shame. Enough. It's done. It's over. So what? They did this to me. It was an experience that I chose for myself. Oh, great. Now I'm going to dream my new dream. I'm going to figure it out. How do I want to be with this next energy? Or right now, the existing person in my life. How do I want to recreate my world? Do I want to still continue living in this old? No. It's not even about money here. It's funny. It could be money. It could be someone who stole money from you too with this. But I feel like more it's like dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. This is like my story of my life. The dragonfly is also a new world, a new life, a new way of looking at things, right? This is like the butterfly energy kind of. And it's like, it's time to step outside of the illusion that someone else needs to complete you in your life. Someone else needs to be making the money for you. Someone else needs to be doing anything for you, because that's just an illusion. And you are this beautiful dream, and you are deserving of love, and you are deserving of it all. And you can have it all once you finally say goodbye to that old part of you that needed to go through that experience. But if you keep holding on, you see, he's an asshole, she's this, and it's like, okay, why you're giving energy to the old. Enough. Let's move into the new. Let's dream the new dream. Are you ready? Because this is coming for you too. I kind of like this. Okay, so now I'm giving you all a message from my book. Yes, that's what we do. Think of a question maybe, or I'm gonna just come up with a message for Cancer. Yep. Okay. Okay. So I got, right before the stars went to sleep, Jude took her into his arms and whispered, with the sea, the stars, and the rocks as my witness, from this day forward, everything we do is together. You are my heart, you are my soul, you are my one true love. That's so beautiful. All right. That's so nice. Should keep that. So, right? This is like a beautiful, isn't that what you want? Like this is like, at the end of the day, I am you, you are me. And like that person that came into your life that was awful, did it so to show you that you are bigger than that. And that you are deserving of a star, a moon, a heart, someone that is just as loving as you are. And that's what you're opening yourself up to. What is that beautiful? All right, my beautifuls. I love you. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me. Check my Ko-fi membership platform to support me on a monthly basis. Buy my book if you haven't, or check out my website. I have some exciting sessions of dream interpretation, text, tarot, etc. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. We got 5th house passion, 43-7. 5th house is in your sign. So you're showing up here. And the 5th house is all about passion, living life to the fullest. It's also about social, like coming together, enjoying life, which is a Leo energy, right? But here it's like, to me, when I saw this, it was like this easel painting. Are you living your life to the fullest, Leo, right now? Are you doing exactly what you feel in your heart? You know, some of us like, yeah, I love watching people paint, but I can't do it. Why? That, you know, just put, like, why is it like that? Like these labels, artist, painter, I can't even speak, dancer, jewelry maker, investor, whatever. Like, just they went to school and they have a master's of it, or they like, no, man, we're all it. You are creative beings. Do whatever you want to do. You want to write a book, publish it. You can. You want to, whatever, create sandcastles for the rest of your life. Do it. Like, why are we holding back from our thing? Because, I don't have time for this. I got to do this. Like, really? No. You have time to watch that silly Bachelor fucking on like TV. Then you have time to go create. Or just do other things. But you're like, well, my passion is watching The Bachelor. I'm like, okay, so what can I say, right? I just feel like there's something that is some of untapped resources within you that you're not using. This untapped potential within you. That's why it's showing up for some of you. Not every one of you, obviously. So we have the 5 of coins. Oh, 5 of coins. It looks nice in here, but the 5 of coins is a feeling that you don't have enough money. This like lack mentality. Well, yes, I really want to do this, Sabrina, but I don't have enough money. I don't have enough funds. Feeling like you're limited in the finance department. You're limited, and nobody's limited, right? And it's on me. It's on me encouraging you to go to the limit in your credit card. I'm just saying, like, if you believe in your lack, then you will be lack. But if you trust the universe and you trust your higher self for bringing you the flow, then it will come. If you like say like to yourself, to your higher self, say, you know what? I really want to paint, but I don't have the funds. Can you figure out a way to get me there? Sure, no problem. Can you wait? Do you have the patience to wait for your higher self to figure out a plan? To get like, hey, did you want to come to this free painting class? That's what I'm saying. Right now, this is like limited. Ooh, the Lover's card. Passion. Definitely. And the King of Wands, which is a Leo energy. This is a Gemini energy. This is a Taurus. Taurus, Gemini, Leo. Interesting. And your challenge is the King of Coins, which is a Taurus. Interesting. Taurus, Gemini, Leo. So, what's going on with you, Leo? Here you have, I mean, when I see these two together, it's like usually there is a like a miscommunication, like the three of these together, right? There's obviously someone in your life that is limiting to you, or you're limiting them, kind of thing. And the Lovers is a choice card as well. Interesting. To me, that these three, I'm not even going to put this card down. These 3 cards speak of you choosing lack mentality. You allowing someone in your life you're allowing someone in your life to create these obstacles on your path, because they have their ways of looking at your life. They're like, yo, you're not leading the life that I want you to lead, right? I want you, like, power. I want you to, like, this is how you should lead your life. And why aren't you doing it? I'm going to make your life a living hell. I almost see it like that. If I take each card, but I'm taking it as a whole here, and I feel like there is an energy around you, whether it's a Taurus or a Gemini energy or whatever it is around you, that kind of is putting that spoke in your wheel kind of thing. It's like, no, you need to follow me. Like, this is how I should. That's why your passion is here. And it's like, no, man, don't allow people in your life to brainwash you into thinking that you have only one way of doing things, right? Nobody, and there's nobody, not even me, who can tell you how to lead your life, right? Where it's like, if your passion is going to break the bank, put it out there. Like this King of Pentacles, to me, like a King of Pentacles is a beautiful energy. A Taurus, the king is very dependable, loyal, faithful, but when crossed, they can be very vindictive. They can be very arrogant and very uncomfortable to be around, because it's like ego. You've bruised their ego, and you're not going on their plan. Like, this is who I am. Like, who the hell do you think you are? Like, doing it, and you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail because you don't have enough money. Who do you think you are, Leo, spending all this kind of money? You need to save. You have to think of pension. You have to think of the retirement. You have to think of, they think very long term, earth signs. And you're like, yo, I just want to live in the moment. Right? Leo energy is like, I just want to paint, or I just want to fucking like buy my car, or I just want to do this, whatever it is, right? It is, I just want to like go traveling all the time. And it's, do you follow your passion, Leo? Don't let these people around you like stop you from living your life. And the King of Wands is your Leo coming in. It's like, be the King of Wands right now, whether you're a queen or you're a king listening. Be that, embody that energy of the King of Wands. Lives his passion, lives like ferociously, if I can say, lives vibrantly, lives the life to the fullest. Like, he's a fire energy like you. He's like, he doesn't care about all this. He's like, I can make my money up, no problem. I'll figure it out. I am not worried. I'm super confident. I can handle this. I live with passion in my life. The King of Wands. And I almost feel like this is showing up as like, embody this, please. Don't be listening to all these people in your life that are holding you back. They're making you make choices because of fear. Because, oh, you don't have enough money. You can't. That's just linear living. The King of Wands is like, yo, man, what do you want to do right now, Leo? What is it that you have a burning desire I said it in the intro, desire, wants, needs are all ego, but what is it, like Leo, you are the ego of the freaking zodiac cycle? Where is it that you feel like you're lacking? Why aren't you pursuing the passion in your life? What is it? What's the burning thing in your heart that says, yeah, no, but it's silly, I can't do that, Sabrina? Why? What is holding you back? Well, first of all, I need $1 million. Okay, so then go find it. Go freaking find an investor. Ask for it. If it's to be, it will be. If it isn't, it won't be. But keep like doing something towards it. Why are we holding back, Leo? You want to build, you want to build necklaces with seashells? Do it. Yeah, but it's been done. So what? Like, this is your passion. I feel this is coming. To be fair, this is finding the balance between, and that's really interesting. Like, there's like, some of you have to be married to this, some of you are partnered with this, someone you're friends with, someone around you that keeps like, and the King of Wands like, pop. So to be fair is like, okay, well, let's be fair. This is kind of interesting. This is kind of a message to some of you out there that feel this constant pressure to follow a certain way, and this other part of you that wants to live life like fluidly. And this is like, okay, if you're like want a perfect balance, then find that, right? And it's so easy to do that. But it's not for us to fall for this fear. It's for you to fall into your heart and follow it. And for you, if for some of you you need to find the balance in it, then find it. But I would stick to more this right now in this energy of the world. We're not here again to play small. We're not here again to succumb to other people's visions of our lives. If your husband, your partner, your wife, your girlfriend, your whatever, your sister, your brother, your family member, your parent, your teacher, whatever, sees, this is what I see for you, let them see that for you. But where do you see you? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to live? And why aren't you working towards that? Because of fear? Because you don't have enough? Because it doesn't take a lot to do something. Little steps, baby steps get you to where you need to be. Well, let's go. And this guy is not a baby step guy. The King of Wands is let's go all in. What are we waiting for? If we have to dream this whole dream this new dream into existence, are we going to play safe? King of Wands does not play safe. You know that. You're a Leo. You don't play things safe. This and that are true. The dolphin spirit. To me, is like whatever this card is. Like freaking plunge in. To me, the dolphin, the whale, they carry the Akashic records, which are being transferred to us. These are like these loyal animals, like our King of Pentacles here. But the dolphin is like, come on, man. Let's go swim. Like, let's go swim. Let's create waves. Come follow me. I don't know. There's some, we've been seeing this a little bit for you, Leo. Like a little bit of a pause on your end. A little bit of fear. There's no time for fear. Literally, I'm telling you right now. We need to freaking fly. We need to soar. We need to find our passion. We need to live our lives according to you. According to Leo. So, like I've done with everybody else, I'm giving a little message that comes from my book, I Am You Are Me. So think of a question, or I'm just going to give you a message according to this, or random. Let's see what the message is for Leo. All right, let's see. Some of them are making sense. Some of them are funny. She found a spot hidden from others and choked back her tears. She had finally accepted her solitude in this awakening journey, and now this man appeared. In 2 days, he managed to divert her onto another path. Her higher self pleaded with her, just go with the flow. But her lower ego was screaming louder and louder, watch out. Sophia learned over the years to tame that part of her mind. So she breathed in for 8 counts and breathed out 8 more, as many times as she could to ground herself. I mean, this is cool. This is you listening, right? Your higher self and her ego were playing with her, saying this is her higher self saying, freaking do what you need to do, go with the flow, right? And this is her ego saying, oh no, you don't have enough money, you can't do that, no. So what do? So what's the choice that you make in your life? Do we fall for the fear, or do we freaking plunge in and go for it? So this is your message of the week, Leo. Love it. Let's go. Let's make the waves. You got this. I'm telling you. Listen to you. You know where to go. All right. I love you. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. Join my Ko-fi membership as well to support me monthly. Buy my book if you haven't done so, and also check out my website because I offer specialized readings. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got second house resources. Number 40, which is 4, which is foundation. This to me speaks of, this is a Taurus energy, which is your sister sign. This is like, I kind of like find it funny that there is an arrow with flowers going through the apple. You know, instead of being the poison arrow, it's like a fruitful arrow going through your fruit. Saying, what does this mean to you? This means that you're, perhaps it's the end of January, a lot of you are paying bills, getting money's a little bit tight, or it's just saying like, look, money's starting to build for you. Maybe there's a new job coming for you, a new promotion. Maybe there's an investment coming your way. Maybe like your hard work is going to start to pay off with the resources here. Or it's like, watch out with your money. Like there could be two kinds of sides to this. Like, stop spending so much money, right? So I want to like understand that this is definitely foundational and money oriented finances. Let's see where this is taking us. The 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is interesting. The 3 of Wands is like you are at a crossroads at the 2 of Wands, and now you've made a decision. So you've made a decision to do what? To jump all in to creating a new business, to jump all into this new job, to jump all into buying this new house, selling this house. Like, you know, what is this major thing that's happening in your life here? With the 6 of Cups. I'm going to check them all out here. And the Queen of Swords. Interesting. And your challenge is the Knight of Coins. Oh, wow. This is Virgo, and you're challenged by yourself with money. Like, what is this all about here? Okay, so we're looking at, look, freaking lights. Okay, the 6 of Cups energy is childhood. Interesting. The Queen of Swords is like a Libra energy. It's almost like, I find all these cards like bringing up different meanings. Like the 3 of Wands is like you having made a choice right now, and the 6 of Cups is bringing you back a little bit and saying, oh my God, was this really the right decision that I made? Should I have put all my money into this home? Like, let's just do that. Should I have changed my job? Should I change my job? Should I do this? Like, kind of thing. Is this really what was the best decision for me when it comes to my financial and my like security and all this? Because the 6 of Cups is you going back a little bit and going, but you know, I was successful before, and I did I did love my home before, and I like, you're like doing a little bit of backtracking here, Virgo, which is like a detriment to everyone, to always go back and say, well, I did, and instead of really trusting that decision that you made. Interesting. Because what I see here is that this decision was made, and you're struggling a little bit. Money is a little bit is not coming in as quickly as you had anticipated, perhaps, with this decision you made, and hence that's why you're like looking back and saying, oh my God, did I make a mistake? Should I buy instead of be renting? Should I be renting instead of buying? Should I like move again? Should I like really change my job? Should, you know, like all these like situational things that have caused a little bit of a change in your finances, or could better your finances or worsen your finances, whatever this is. This you in reverse is like, perhaps you're putting out too much money and you need to regress a little bit. You need to like reevaluate things. Yeah, I kind of see that. This is really interesting, actually. There's almost like a reevaluation getting done, because the Queen of Swords is, let's get real, Virgo. This is like, right? She needs to like, let's put down the gauntlet, the sword, and figure this out. What is it that you need to do right now? Are you spending too much money on rent, on mortgage, on this and this? Like, can we cut shit out? This is it. Can we cut shit out of your like how are we going to get to a place where you're comfortable again, where you're feeling like stable again? Because there's this part of you that has, maybe we're impulsive with a decision, or like you jump right into something because you were angry, whatever it was, and now you're stuck thinking backwards, which is not where you want to be. And that's why you're all like, oh my God, I used to be, I did this, I was. Oh my God, I'm never going to be that again. And the Queen of Swords is like, forget about the past. Let's deal with right now. What is it now? Where can we like better the situation? What are your resources? Okay, let's look at everything on the table. Let's put it on the table here. What is your fortes? What are your weaknesses? Where do you have more of? Where can you like eliminate from it your life at the moment? You know, where can you trust that it's gonna come in anyways? But also sometimes you got to get real, right? You got to like, okay, are you overindulging and spending on restaurants where you don't need to? Are you shopping? You know, like whatever it is for you. Is all your money going into like property taxes? You know, like things that are, you know, meaningless to you at the moment? Like, where is it that there's too much coming out of you? Queen of Swords. I love it, actually. This is a really you card. Has nothing to do with relationship. Has nothing to do with anything outside of you except for your, like, little situational. Like, your money, your job, your house, that kind. Your safety net. And the Queen of Swords, like, let's get real. Interesting. TikTok. I kind of like this. I'm not a person to like stick to quantum time or like time, but here it's like, come on. I kind of like this. Like, let's get real. What is it? Chop chop, Virgo. Where do you want to? Do you really want to be spending all your money here? Do you want to do that? Like, why are we living? We need to live for right now. Stop thinking, oh my God, I'm doing this because I'm going to live the shittiest life of my life for the next 50 years. In 50 years from now, I'm going to retire and it's going to be great, right? Like, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. How are you able to live right now for your life? And it's not, I'm not saying taking anything away from you guys doing your pensions or whatever it is you need, but it's like, are you depleting yourselves? Interesting. What can you do right now? I mean, time is so limiting. This is like literally enjoying your life at this moment in time. And the spider spirit is make your dreams real. Which kind of brings in the Queen of Swords to me. Because the Queen of Swords is about living now, doing things now for you. Like, what is it that you want? Like, how do you want to live your life, Virgo? Do you want to be constantly paying off something, paying for a future long ago? Like, do you want to just live for the now moment? And stop looking at the past. That's what I mean by living in the now. It's not going back, well, I did this, I was so great, I was able to save so much money, and now like it's all depleting. And what about the future? Like, that's what I mean by the now. Like, right now, how can you create your own web of safety? Like, the feeling of safety to me is fear. Like, I have to save because I don't trust that I will be provided for. And the Queen of Swords is like, yo man, let's just get real. Where is it that you are depleting your resources for what? What is it? Does it bring anything to your life? Where can we like minimize or maximize? You know, like there's a lot of things to look at here that I don't have to because I'm not a financial investor, but I feel like it's like Stop looking backwards, stop looking forward, and just live right now with the resources that you have right now, and continuously do that. And you're like, well, I have children, I have this. Yeah, well, do that with that too. Like, that's the kind of idea. So like, constantly trusting the next and forgetting about the past because it's already done, and moving forward. I don't know, there's something here about being present with your resources. Anyways, I hope this helped you, Virgo. It's very interesting. So usually, up to now, I've been giving a book from my a quote from my book, but I'm not feeling that energy for you. So I'm going to bring you a message from my oracle cards instead. I'm not going to look at it. I'm just going to pick a card. Always and forever. I'm going to read a little bit because it's a big message. I'm going to read a little excerpt from this. Close your eyes. Now let's go back to a time when you lay on the ground admiring the sky above. Can you picture it? What do you see? Can you see your magnificence? When you call out to your family up there in the cosmos, pay attention. Are they winking back at you, or are they showering you with an influx of luminous love? Listen closely. Shine on, my beautiful warriors of love and light. So this is kind of a beautiful energy to end this, because it's like, you are beautiful, Virgo. You are everything. And now it's time to live your life, not so attached to resources, not so attached to like things and your house and the pension and this and that and that. It's like realizing, yes, that it does help you it helps you in the now moment, but like, I feel like the Queen of Swords is important in all of this, and she's like, come on, let's just cut through this bullshit here, and let's get to the core of your life and why you're here. And do you really just want to put all your money into a house? Do you really put all your money into a car, into this and that? Don't you want to just live, dream this new dream into reality, create something that is I know it's so anti-Virgo. That's the thing. It's like, don't you want to live in the dreamland? And you're like, no, I want to be real here, Sabrina. So it's but you know what? This is the message I'm getting. So I'm going to stick with the cards that I got, and it is what it is. And to me, it feels like you're being asked to step out, to forget about how you did and how successful you were, and how you or how whatever the past, and stop thinking about the future and just live for the now moment. And what do you have right now? And that's enough. And just trust that your higher self will provide you, or God will provide you with the way. All right. This is your message, Virgo. It was a challenging one for me. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. Check out my Ko-fi for support, for monthly support. Buy my book if you haven't yet already, or check my website. I have some really interesting readings there. I love you. That's all I gotta say. Keep at it. Stay strong. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We got Neptune Vision as your cards. So I wanted to read from the book 26. Neptune is vision. Because Neptune invokes both intuition and imagination, it can blur the boundaries between the two. It's all too easy to believe that what you want or what you are afraid of is in fact reality, which can make it easy for others to manipulate you by playing to your hopes and fears. Take each step with care. Working with Neptune is like walking in the fog. You can see the present moment clearly. It's just the future and the past that get lost in the hopes and fears. If the world feels too harsh, if you're feeling easily overwhelmed, tend to your sensitive antenna. Pray rather than worry. Neptune speaks of our psychic permeability, encouraging us to soak up our surroundings. Interesting. To me, Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, which is like that kind of intuition, imagination and illusion, and delusion kind of energy. Like you go into life a little bit in the clouds. That's the Neptune kind of thing. And some of you get crushed along the way because you have this idea of someone, you have this ideology of a partner, of a job or someone, and then it gets freaking crushed between, so this, it could be happening to you this week, that something will shatter before your eyes, the illusion of a relationship, of a job, or whatever situation in your life, and I just need you to be ready for this. That's what Neptune to me is speaking here. So we have the Queen of Coins, which has nothing to do with Neptune. The Queen of Coins is actually ruled by Saturn, and here it is. It's a Capricorn energy, so very by the book, boundaries, limited almost thinking, and Neptune is like, so maybe it's time to channel this kind of energy, get a little bit more rigid. But I want to turn over all the cards so I get it. The High Priestess. Wow, this is like interesting to me. Okay, alrighty then, let's go. And then we have here, how many discards? The Lovers. How interesting. All right. And the Challenge, Jesus, is the Queen of Cups. I'm not like for anything, but we have 3 queens, kind of, because she's a queen as well, the High Priestess. And this showing here is a lot of feminine energy showing up here, which is Neptune as well, very feminine energy, except for the Lovers, which is the Gemini. But what is this saying to me? This is like some massive... the Queen of Cups could be like a maternal energy, could be a woman with the Lovers right next to it. I don't know. I gotta look at this carefully here. because a lot of this, like even Queen of Cups and Queen of Coins, kind of come across as mothers as well, partners, people that, like, this one is a boss. It could be someone who's very a mentor in your life, as much as this is like a maternal energy. It's a Cancer, a very caring, spiritual, whatever, but she's in reverse, so she's your challenge. And the High Priestess is this kind of energy of reserved, uncaring, mysterious, hiding the truth. Also being really intuitively, like, doesn't give a flying F about anybody. So I'm saying, like, are these like 2 people in your life? There's 3 people in your life? There's like, is this you? There's so many things I could look at with this when these 3 people show up. But to start with this Neptune energy, these 2 like will shine here, because this could be a shattering of an illusion of someone in your life. This could be like with the Lovers card. I hate to bring this up, but it always shows up with you guys, Libra. It's like, someone might be cheating on you, right? It could be, it doesn't have to be, but it's like there, kind of. Or it could be someone lying to you, friends, a parent, someone you trust, someone that you look up to, could be hiding the truth from you. A friend or someone could be hiding the truth from you because you have seen your partner or someone in your life that is heavily flirting, or that kind of energy. It's like shattering of your shattering of your illusion of your life. You're like, oh my God, what the hell? I put so much energy into this relationship, and now it's like showing its ugly face, almost. And I'm just saying relationship because people, but could be a friendship as well. Could be your friend is heavily flirting with your partner, or it could be, you know, like someone you trusted. Like the Queen of Coins, someone you 100% trust in your life, Capricorn energy, who is holding back, hiding their feelings, not hiding a truth from you that makes you feel like a little bit I don't know. It's making you feel uneasy. It's causing like a little bit of rift in your relationship. It's causing this. Lovers doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It could be choices, and choices that you've made. You've chosen to divulge a secret to somebody, and they've chosen to share it with others. And you're like, hello? It's like, that's that feeling here. I feel like there's been a little bit of a betrayal with I have to say, it's a female energy. It's like there's 3 women. So someone in your life, whatever relationship or role they play in your life, has kind of let you down. And it's affected your relationship. Your partnership has affected a decision that you made, and it's shattering it's shattering the image that you have of this person. So this feels really specific again, and I don't even know. I like, that's what I see, and I have to go with my gut of how this is coming across, because it definitely feels to me that someone has a little bit manipulated you and lied to you to get their way. And there could be 1 or 2 of you out there that's like a best friend of yours has gone a little bit too far with your partner or something. That doesn't have to be, or like someone, or maybe it could have been from a party or something, and it's like you feel betrayed by it. But you know, again, those are specific readings that we'd have to do one-on-ones. This is like a general reading, but I feel like you're trying really hard to be strong, and yet you're always let down. It also feels like you're really strong and you're very honest and you're truthful, and yet your mother or someone in your life is always bringing you down, and it affects your partnership. Maybe your mother doesn't like your new partner or your partner, right? And it just like, it's a constant struggle, and you're always like, oh, I just can't, right? And so, like I say to a lot of people, like, everybody in our life is a reflection of us. It's a mirror. So if someone is doing something to you to make you uncomfortable, it's something to look at. And why is this being brought up in my life right now? Why are they betraying me? Is it because I'm betraying myself? Am I lying to myself about this relationship? Am I like, is it like something that I need to look at? Because it always is. Like it really is. So I feel like there's women in your life are making you uncomfortable, or have lied to you, or something, keeping something from you, and it's coming up in an ugly way. It could be with your partner, or it's showing you something within your partnership that's uncomfortable. Wow. Okay, so interesting. Clear out the clutter. I mean, this could be a lot of things. This could be clear out the mother clutter, clear out these people who are betraying you, or clear out the thoughts in your mind, clear out whatever it is that's like doesn't feel right. If you have these intuitive hits coming in, we need to pay attention to them all the time. Your intuitive is your higher self coming in and saying, hey, what are you doing? Why are you allowing this person to lie to you? Why are you allowing this to happen to you? Why are you staying in this? What are you doing? Like, you know, like, and it's like always like, yeah. I don't want to. I want to live in the illusion. I want to be delusional for now, please. You know. And it's gonna in higher self, like, it doesn't work that way. You are a higher being, and we're going to like continuously bombard you. So clearing the clutter is like letting go of all that you're holding on to towards peace, which I kind of love. It's time to embody this in your life. Like, no more like allowing people to condescend to you, no, allowing people to lie to you or betray you or cheat on you or do anything to you, because why are you holding on? Like, doesn't matter what role they play. I'm sorry if they're your mother or your father or whoever they are. They, you know, it's like, it was a lesson, and we don't need to hold on to that anymore. We don't have to enable these people to continue that because they're these roles in your life. Because really they're not, right? That's the delusion. So this is really interesting here. This is another deep reading for you, and it's interesting because you are the house of relationships, and it's just always about that for you. I'm always like surprised. Am I though? Because Taurus always gets the same things too. It's all about their finances. It's really interesting. All right. So what do I do for you? I give them the book. Okay. Randomly, I'm giving you either book or my oracle cards. So I'm going to give you a message from the book. It could be a question you're asking, or it could be just a message that's going to come through. Okay. Her feelings forged forward when she let the water cascade down her back. She was indeed looking forward to making love to this man. She slipped into one of the neatly folded bathrobes when she got out of the shower. She twisted the heck out of her jeans and placed them near the radiator. He was fast asleep by the time she made it out, his breathing soft and melodic. Gone was the tension in his body, gone were the dark circles under his eyes, gone was her self-reprimanding. Sophia lowered into her body down onto the bed and snuggled up against him. He grumbled, turned to face her, and scooped her in his arms. His heavy arm draped over her body. It felt right. Okay. So that's a beautiful message, right? It's that feeling of like, do you feel right with this person? Does this person, is the person in your life make you feel do they mirror back to you that you are love, right? That you are enough? Do you feel like you always have to be something, do something for another? Are you lying to yourself, perhaps, in this relationship? That could be that too, clearing the clutter. You lying to yourself, you know, maybe this Queen of Cups is bringing something to you and you're like, no, like, you don't want to see it. Are you living the delusion as well? It's just easier if you don't see it. What? Interesting. There's so many. That's why I always encourage people to reach out to me and do a personal reading, because it's like, it's general and I can only give what I see in the cards, but I can't really go specifically into your session, into your daily life. So this is the message. If this didn't resonate, you could check your rising and your moon. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. What else did I want to say? Join my Ko-fi membership platform to support me on a monthly basis. Buy my book, buy my oracle cards, book a session with me. There's so many things for you to support me. All right. I love you so much, Libra, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got 7th house relationship. I love that this came up. 7th house is Libra, by the way, so if that's significant to you. But relationships means everything, right? Your family, your friends, your partners, whatever. And what is a relationship? That's the thing. There's these labels out there that to be in a relationship, you have to be this way, you have to be 100% faithful, you have to 100% this, but it doesn't matter like what everybody else says. Your the way you want to be in a relationship, and if it's good for you, then let it be so. I just wanted to share this message with you because we tend to fall into these freaking like tunnel visions and, well, that's not the way to be, and and it's like, if it's cool with you, then go for it, right? Kind of thing. But like, to me, I'm getting a message, or if you want to go into a business partnership, read the fine print. Look at it all. If you want to, when you are in a love relationship, explain, like, say exactly what you want in this relationship. You know, like, dude, I just want to be casual. I just want to drive around in your Lamborghini and go to the thing. Then so be it, right? Like, when you're honest with yourself about how you want the relationships you want, and it's not, is it demanding? Absolutely not. It's you honoring your soul. It's like you wanting what you want. Plain and simple. So I kind of like this for you, Scorpio. I like it for anybody, but let's see. All right, we got the Page of Swords. Maybe it's a younger guys, or it's a relationship with your children if you have, or a relationship with cousins or nieces and nephews. Doesn't have to be, but there's this student kind of vibe to it, and there's just like communication. Anyways, I'm gonna turn them all over. 7 of Cups. Interesting. The 5 of Coins in reverse. And your challenge, Jesus, by the 9 of Swords. Scorpio, you always freak me out. Okay, so just to say, the 5 of Coins is lack mentality. So that's you walking away from it, trying to like not live in that kind of like, I don't have enough kind of vibe, saying I'm open to everything. I'm not gonna tunnel my way. I'm not gonna put myself in a like situation that is limited. And the 9 of Swords is your challenge. The 9 of Swords is insomnia, anxiety, stress. It's almost like you're being hard on yourself. So let's just start with the Page of Swords. This is communication. This is a new way of looking at things, being creative, the way you're having relationships, like being more open-minded about it with the Page of Swords. Right? It's not a linear thinking. It's a very open way of looking. So I'm like open relationships, right? Kind of thing. It's like keeping your options open with the 7 of Cups. Having the different, this is so interesting for a Scorpio. I just talked about this. Like, she has like 3 different boyfriends. And I'm like, yeah, cool, man. Whatever it is, right? Like 3 different, like 7 different ways of having relationships, because that's where you want to be right now in your life. It's you like, but being completely honest within those relationships. It's interesting to me, like it's showing up this way for you. I almost feel like I understand this reading now. It's like many of you are trying to change the way you have relationships. Because you want to see beyond the limitations. Like you're done with the cookie cutter way of living life. You know, you're a Scorpio, you're deep, you're dark, you're mysterious. You want things that are like a little, you love the drama because you are it, right? So it's like these two coming in. This is you, by the way, Scorpio energy, but this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? It's revolutionary way of looking at things, a different perspective. So whether it's business, personal, family, whatever, I think you're trying something new. You're bringing something new to the table. That you're doing that, but you're also creating a lot of anxiety, and you're creating a lot of resistance from those around you. So that's what's interesting here. You're trying to waver away, like, from the ordinary, from the status quo, and the establishment is not having it. That's what I feel. I feel like your friends, your families, your people around you are like, no, why are you trying to be different, Scorpio? Why can't you just do it like we always do it? Why can't you just accept the way I am? Why can't you just like, accept the way like it should be? It's like you're I don't, like, obviously this is not like, it's a general reading again, but I just feel like you are ready for new. You're ready for like, you're very expansive in the way you're thinking of this. You're like, you're tired of playing the game. You're tired of following the rules. And yeah, so what? There will be resistance. Or maybe there's some of you in the relationships already right now that your partner is like, what the hell are you thinking? And you're like, well, I'm bored. I'm tired. I don't want to live this sedentary life. I don't want to, I need to make changes. And they could be little changes as well. They could be you like, whatever, like, bringing in creativity into the relationship, or changing things up within and every relationship. That's what I'm seeing. Like, everybody around you, it's like showing them you, which is uncomfortable to start. That's what it is. It's like, oh, this is who you are, and yes, and you standing in it, kind of Page of Swords. Yeah, I'm standing in my truth, kind of thing. This is who I am. If it's uncomfortable for you, then okay, next, kind of thing. And oh, you're my parent, you're my sister, you're my brother. I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable, but obviously it's something you need to look at within you. It's not my problem. That's what standing in your truth is. Like, a lot of people don't really understand. It's like, I stand in my truth, I believe in this. No, it's not about that. It's like you really owning you. And if that person is uncomfortable, then they have to figure it out. And I was like, well, no, you should. I don't have to like mold myself according to someone else. Well, you're gonna live a lonely life, Sabrina. No, we're not. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what everybody else is thinking. Like, freaking do you. You enjoy you. And if it makes everyone uncomfortable, which it will be, so be it. But are you able to, like, are you able to continue living like that? Or are you going to cave to everyone around you and their expectations of how you should be? This is this moment here for you, Scorpio. Fucking loving it. I love this, man. All right, let's see what the advice is. Surrender now. Moth spirit. Surrender what? Like surrendering now means just let it flow. Like, let it go. Let all these expectations of everyone has this like view of your life and how it should be, and they're like, what do you mean? You're like, what do you mean you're gonna do whatever you want to do? Yeah, that's just me. Living my life on my terms. Like the moth. It's like, by the book, which is really interesting to me. Because I want to see this. Exactamundo. I was like, this is a reverse card. It's not living by the book. It's done. You're not living by the book. You can't do this anymore. That's what it is, Scorpio. Like, there's like, every sign has its purpose in this journey, in this zodiac journey. And Scorpio, you've like been like so hard on yourself. You put so much pressure on yourselves all the time. You're always like the do-gooders, trying to do as much as you can to like appease everybody, but it's done. And it's like, you can't. And it's like, explore the possibilities. Us moving into this new energy means us exploring new ways of being in relationships. And they're not going to follow the book. And they're not going to follow the rules. Can you find your comfort in that? That is the question. All right. So I am going to do this. No, I'm going to do this. like I've been doing to some people. The only person who I couldn't do it was Virgo. So I Am Here, I'm Me is my book, and I'm going to get a message for you. It could be relevant to this, or could just be something you asked, and I give you an answer to. But let's see. Look at this. Okay, number 17. Oh, look at this one. As Jude rambled on, it sank in that he was leaving in 24 hours. Instead of remaining on the higher ground, she started to fall into the black hole of victimhood. The same why me narrative that loved to come out and play with Sophia and most humans on the planet. Self-pity was designed to lead humans down the path of escapism with drugs, alcohol, food, etc. Facing the trigger of fear like a warrior was the only way to the light. Sophia needed the courage to stand up to the old wounds, trying to find their way in. Luckily, she had 3 to 4 months to conquer her demons. I love this. You have no time. No, I'm kidding. Facing your triggers. This is the trigger. The people buy the book. These are your triggers. They're always going to come up to you and try to make you feel unworthy, make you feel like you're wrong, make you feel like, because they're uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable with you. And it comes down to this, man. You live your life for you. And if you're making people uncomfortable, I say kudos. I said, freaking do that, man. Like, this is how we change the world. Really. You change the world by making them uncomfortable because they have to worm their way through it. And you, in the meantime, revel and enjoy your life. This is your message, Scorpio. I kind of love it. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. Join my Ko-fi membership. Also look at my website because I have some interesting readings on there. And of course, buy my book or buy my oracle cards, whatever. Anyway, you can support me. I appreciate you. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We have progressions, journey. So progressions are the transits in your zodiac astrological birth chart. And I'm going to read from the book because I think it's interesting. Progressions do not speak of a passing thing, but to the big sweeping arcs of karmic fate, to your soul's journey. Your present situation may not make sense in the short term because it has more to do with the big karmic patterns and how these intersect with the karmic patterns of the world's progress, and less to do with your daily existence. Interesting. Stand back and look at your life's journey. Think of the years you engage with the world and the years you needed time for more personal work. Consider making a timeline or painting this landscape to see where you are in those big sweeping patterns. The situation may feel fated, but the outcome is not predestined. Though you may feel uncomfortable, you always have a choice about how you respond and where you go. Interesting. This is like huge patterns in your life. But this is it. It's like, to me, I kind of find, I almost lost the book. I almost find this interesting is like, this is like that Jupiter energy, which is a Sagittarius. Think big picture. Where in your life have the big moments, how have they affected you? What have they, where have they benefited you? Where have they created obstacles in your life? Let's look, like, this is like not thinking small, people. Let's go. So we have the Four of Swords, beautiful Libra energy. The Ten of Coins, Capricorn energy. The Justice, Libra energy. And your challenge is the Three of Cups, interesting, which is a Cancer energy. So, put this back here. What do we have here? We have big picture. If I look at this really quickly, it's like the Ten of Coins is money, financial, like inheritance, family fortune, Justice is balance and honesty, but it's like it's interesting. I have to like really look at this, because to me you've like been gliding through life a little bit with the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is like, which is kind of a Sagittarius thing. As a moon sign, I could understand this. Is like, you go through life pretty confident and cool about your decisions that you make, and a lot of you have been surrounded by money in your life, or been fortunate to have or have earned the money that you have in your life. But it almost feels like, obviously not every Sagittarius, but this feels like there is like a family, very supportive family, that have like provided for you, or you have, right, for yourself, like that. Like I'm not taking anything away from you, but there's this Three of Cups in reverse. Is like you putting, like, Three of Cups is social life, friendships, like coming together. But the challenge is like you've given this, and also is like, when I see the Justice card right next to it, is like people who have cheated on you, lied to you, who have whether in relationships or within friendships, there's always been a part of you that has given more than you've received, with the Justice card here. But in the end, being like always finding yourself in a situation where this is interesting. Sorry, I'm like, I almost feel like you've been screwed in your life a lot of times when it comes, like, you've been very overly generous with your money, with your time, but mostly with your money, with your comfort. Even if you don't have a lot of money, like I feel like most of you are surrounded by money all the time. But even if you don't, but you've given in comfort, you've given in your ear, you've given time, energy, and finances and resources to people. And what this tells me is like you've like a group, like you're the one who goes out and like pays for everybody at the table, kind of thing, even though you have like -5 in the bank at the time, kind of thing. And maybe like even if you have thousands of dollars in the bank, you're the one that is like offering to be generous, to provide, to give. And you find yourselves always in a little bit of a bind, like, you know, within relationships, with your businesses, with everything. It's always like, oh, but you're failing, or you've like it didn't work out for you, right? Like, what the hell? Like, I was so generous in that relationship. I was so loving and kind, and I gave financially, and this and that and that. And then at the end, it was like, what the hell, right? We ended up in divorce. We ended up broken up or separated, or they ended up taking my business, or they ended up like taking the spotlight away from me, or like something. That's the journey that I'm seeing here. This big energy that's in your life that is something to pay attention to. And it's always coming in, like the Three of Cups is this like that group of friends that you had. There was that one friend that like screwed you over, right? Or that you know, your social circles, they've always somehow turned on you. Like you've given so much to those social circles, those friendships, those relationships, that family, and somehow they always come back. You know, there's always this part of them that like screwed you in the end, which is kind of interesting to me. And it's like, and the Four of Swords speaks to me like you allow it to happen because you are trusting, and you're like, yeah, it's okay, I want to. She's kind of like a Sagittarius, very generous of soul and very spirit and of whatever. I feel like that you are like that. So what is your lesson here? It's like to just be very like pay attention and be more intuitive. Listen to your intuition when it comes to your disbursement of finances, let's say. When it comes to you giving of your time and energy, like be more discerning. This is interesting. I didn't expect this at all. All right, the thinker. Thinker is like, to me in this sense, because I'm not a big fan of thinking, but is the discernment. Be discerning. Pay attention. Pay attention to people's actions, to the words that they say around you. Try to catch them, catch it before you divulge too much of it, right? You know. Love is all around. And that's a beautiful way to end this. Is like, you know, nothing, everything that you have already given to others, everything, even though they've been taken advantage of or you've been depleted of resources or whatever, there are people out there ready for you, ready for your love, ready for the way you give love, right? Your love language is to provide nurturing comfort to people. But there are, it's don't lose hope, is what I'm saying here, because the justice to me feels like you've been like you've gone through divorce or breakups or separation, or someone has stolen from you, like taken money from you within a business partnership, have cheated on, something like that in a big way. And it's part of your journey, right? And it's to look at that and say, not to get upset about it too much. Just say, okay, thank you so much for being like this, because you've propelled me up to another level, and now I see where I went off the path a bit. I see that I trusted you too much. I see that I still probably won't stop being so generous, but I'm going to be a little bit more discerning about it. Wow. I'm always surprised. This one? No, I'm getting this. These readings this week have been a bit like crazy to me because I'm not sure. Also because these cards are a little bit like, I don't know, weird. But anyways, I'm going to give you a card from my Oracle deck. You got Truth. And I'm going to give you, I have like a whole thing here, but I won't read it all. I'll read a little bit from it. Standing in your truth, embracing the path ahead is a profound act of bravery. This is a journey of shedding old stories and attachments that no longer serve your growth and purpose, and stepping into a realm of empowerment and authenticity. Walking away from the old stories is a courageous act. These narratives may have destined you for a time, but they do not define your limitless potential. Release them with gratitude for the lessons they've taught you, and make space for the new chapters that await. And then I won't read everything. May your journey be filled with the radiance of your truth and the warmth of your own inner light. So basically, it's like continue your path. Like, that's why I wanted to this is really good, because it's like continue who you are. Like it's not here you have to change who you are. If you're a generous, beautiful soul and you want to continue doing that, continue doing that, because that's your truth. But also at this point, this is showing us that you have to be a bit more discerning. And it's like no one's allowed to walk all over you either, right? Sagittarius. So interesting message for the week. If this didn't resonate, check your rising and your moon. Also, you can also book a session with me and we can go deeper into this, and maybe this triggered something within you, and we can like talk about it on a session. I also do text message tarot, which are like simple, easy questions that you don't have. They're more affordable. I have a lot of different rates and different kinds of specialized readings. So check that on my website. And like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Okay. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We have Venus, which is the planet of love. And what is the planet of love coming in saying to you? That perhaps new love is coming your way this week or the next few weeks coming. Maybe there's new self-love. How do you love yourself? Venus is like a Taurus, Libra energy. It's all about stimulation, you know, like the five senses. It's about relationships. And it's also just to be careful of your language of love. Is it all about material obsession? Like, are you obsessed with material things in your life and that's how you equate it to love? Or is the acts of love just a smile, a caress, or someone listening to you? You know, it's also defining how you receive love. I kind of like this, actually. So we have your first card is a 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands typically is about communication, about swift movement. So let's see what this is. Queen of Coins is you, the Capricorn energy. Queen of Wands is a Aries energy, fire, earth energy, people. The 8 of Wands is another fire, which is Sagittarius. And your challenge is the 5 of Cups, which is the Scorpio energy. Okay, what's going on here? Capricorn. I mean, right away we see these two divine feminine energies showing up. They could be masculine too, doesn't matter, right? Right at this point, something is coming in very quickly for you. What does this mean for you? This is really interesting, actually, because that you're in this. I have to hold this as you. So something quickly is moving in for Capricorn. And it could be a new lover, a fiery, passionate lover who is a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Could very well be that. But the 5 of Cups Scorpio is like, there's like jealousy here. There's like emotional depression. That's what that is. Seeing the glass half empty. This is like a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here, showing up and ruining your like day. I just feel like there's something, you moving into something really quickly. Is it a new love relationship? Could be. Is it like you loving yourself? Yes, could be. You know, is it you communicating love to somebody? It's just so funny because to me it feels like you're moving, you're ready for change, Capricorn. That's what this is to me. You're ready to chop, I'm done. I want to move away from my practical self. I'm very, you know, you're not a fun person. You're more like, you think about today and tomorrow, and you're like very clear cut in your life. You need to see things clearly. You need to like have a plan. And like these energies showing up to me is like, no, now you're ready to take on a lover. You're ready to like live a life that's completely different from you. Like make a change. She's fiery. She's like spontaneous, impulsive. She's like the freaking the lay of the land. She's like not the lay of the land, but she's like the spotlight. It's time, like you've been playing a really like grounded, like safe, a little bit safe. And the Sagittarius is like, yo, let's make a change now. The only way to make a change is to be the change, right? So like, let's go for it. And the Five of Cups is like either you being, oh my God, I can't do that again. You're being your worst enemy, saying, no, I have to stay true to myself. I got to stay true to my plan. I can't go off the plan. And the Five of Cups is like, no, you know, it's like, yeah, you do. You got to stay with the plan, because you can't just go off and do something new. You can't be like changing things up here. Now hold off. You can't be swayed by this Queen of Wands here that wants to bring you into a different realm. Or there's someone in your life that's trying to hold you back, resisting your change. There's a definite like change of how you're loving and how you're receiving love, which I kind of like, Capricorn, because it's like enough with the mundane. It's not working for you. And yet there's someone here, a water sign, that is holding you back, kind of, and like jealous a little bit of your change, of this need for you to move into something exciting and new. Like you're, if you feel impulsive and spontaneous this week, I'm like saying, go for it. Like, whatever it is you need to do. I don't know what it is. Like, obviously, like, don't blame the tarot reader. But I feel like there's like, I feel like there's something boiling up inside you. And this could also be like a friend of yours that you, like your partner in crime. It's like, okay, let's go. It's like change things up a bit. I'm tired of feeling this way, of feeling like useless or worthless, or like I've lost a little bit of confidence in that place, you know, part of me, because I have to follow a certain way. I gotta be like the best mom. I gotta be the best wife. I gotta be the best husband. I gotta be the best partner. I gotta be the best this. But it's not like I'm tired of being that, taking that role. So I gotta change. Interesting. Regeneration. Regeneration is saying goodbye to the old. This is what I'm feeling here. Like you are moving away from this old self of yours that has followed the status quo for the longest time. In love, in relationships. You've allowed people to seemingly be like the boss, or seemingly be controlled. But you're like, no, I'm done with that. I am it. Like, I'm gonna like lead my life the way I need to lead my life. I'm going to, like, regardless of family values, their restrictions, their ways. Like, you're not, I think it's like enough with following the rules of your old ways. It's like your old version of you is like, it can't live anymore, and it's asking you to move into something more like spontaneous. Interesting. Look at lion spirit. This is like a fire sign, people. Be generous of spirit. I mean, that we know that you are. But it's time to roar into the new. It's time to be the king and queen of the jungles, people. It's clear as day here. There's like, stop playing, like, Capricorn is a really strong sign, and I know you guys, and you're very, you're leaders, you're ambitious. I know that. You got your, like, you're my sister sign, right? But there's a part of you that does allow others to take the high road, allow others to be, because you just don't want to deal with it, and you don't. But this part of me says that there's a change here. A change of role. Like, no, it's time to I shine. It's time that I start making decisions. It's time that I'm not going to be this old self of mine that has allowed you. I'm going to make my own decisions. I'm going to decide if I want to shower myself with love by buying this purse, or if I want to shower you with love. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to have, like, you don't need to shower me with anything. Because I'm going to be good on my own. That's what I'm trying to say here. Is like, you're loving you. That's the king of the jungle doesn't wait for others to lick his ass. He's like, yeah, I'm freaking confident. I'm amazing. That's that feeling I'm getting. Wow, man. That's pretty cool. What an interesting energies. I'm getting these so interesting messages this week. So I'm going to read a little excerpt out of my book. It could be a message for you. It could be whatever it could be. You can ask a question. I do this every night before I go to bed. I just pick out a message. All right. She slipped out of her clothes and enveloped herself in one of the plush velvet bathrobes. Living the high life wasn't new. Her Italian-born father may have landed in Canada with a few dollars in his pocket, but his ambition far exceeded his circumstances. His hopes and dreams of the new world paid off, providing her and her brother a comfortable life. This is interesting. This is you, man. I don't need to read the rest, but it's interesting. It's like, just that little excerpt is like, yeah, it's exactly this. You have to revel in your life. Revel in the comforts of your life. Enjoy your life. You have money, then shower yourself with love. You don't have money, then shower yourself with a hug. Do that to yourself every day. But it's not for you to wait on others. It's for you to like take that commanding role. Interesting how that went. Kind of like it. All right. So I hope this message helped you. Like I say to everybody else, these are general messages. You can only get a you message if you book a session with me and we get to the root of things. Or I have other readings. I have text message for people that's more affordable or for quick answers or what have you. Check my website out. If you haven't bought my book yet, my book, my oracle cards. Also like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. And just any way you can support me is great. I love you. And I hope to see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got 11th house, community. The 11th house is you, Aquarius. So it's kind of cool that this is showing up for you. The only other sign was Leo, which is the opposite sign of you. That's kind of interesting. All right. I'm going to read from the book. The challenge of this card is group mindsets can take you places you don't want to go or allow you to avoid the work of one-on-one intimacy. Think for yourself. And the gift of this card is healthy community and strong teams are made up of a wonderful bouquet of unique individuals. Anyways, when I saw this card, I thought this was interesting to me because community shows up and that's who you are. You're like a social, bringing people together. You like create channels and the feeling of togetherness when you're with people, and you know that about yourself. I think most people, Aquarians I know, are like social bunnies, or even if you're like loners, people are drawn to you even if you come alone to his place, right? Because you have this interesting insight, whether it's spiritual, whether it's business, whether it's whatever, personal. And this comes to me at a time where I feel like a lot of you are feeling self-conscious a little bit and unsure of where to put your energy. And I like that this is showing up here. It's like, you know, you have more power than you think. And it's time to reach out to people. So we have the 10 of Cups, which is the happiest card in the deck. It started great. The 2 of Coins. This is you trying to figure out a decision to make. The 6 of Swords is you, Aquarius, leaving a situation behind. And your challenge is the Fool. Someone has the Fool as a challenge as well. Interesting. So what's going on here? See this? Like right now, the 10 of Cups tells me that you're really happy in a situation, in your life, in your family, in your friends. There's something like feeling, this is interesting. You're like, oh, what do you mean, Sabrina? I'm like, you're seemingly happy right now, somewhere in your life. things are going great. Things feel amazing within your friends, the communities that you're with. You're traveling, you're enjoying life, or you're doing something on your own and you're like at the top of your like game kind of thing. But all these cards speak of you still on the fence. This is like on the surface, everything feels good for you. Deep inside of you, you need to make a change. Wow. The Two of Coins is that you're like, it's not enough for me to have my facade life working for me because I need something else and I'm not sure what it is. And I'm a little bit afraid of looking at it. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like you're a bit like lost. I like this. I like this Aquarius side of you. Because you are. Because it's like, let's be real, right? Here, like 10 of Cups. My family life is good. Whatever. My relationship is good. There's something else deeper inside me, which is Aquarius. Like I need to make a change. And I don't know what it is. And I'm afraid. I'm afraid to make that step. I'm afraid to leave this relationship. I'm afraid to leave this job because it's like it makes good money, right? I'm afraid to walk away from my parents. I'm afraid to whatever, to release myself from this circle of people. Interesting. The community could be like you're needing to move into a new community, a new social circle, a new group of friends, a new partnership, or whatever this is for you. Because I feel like you are stagnant inside, in the like. Wow, this is like the deep to me because you're seemingly happy, but there is something deep inside of you that you know, and it's screaming at you, and it's like, no, Aquarius, it's time to get on that boat and go. Like, I'm gonna just give you an example. It's like, it's fine. I don't need to travel. I'm really happy at home. I'm like finding my way. And you're like, are you sure? Like, no, man, get on that boat and go, kind of thing. No, everything is like, it's going smooth. My business is happy, whatever, it's great, it's fine. And they're like, are you sure, Aquarius? Like, don't you have that dream? You remember that? Why are you afraid to go jump into that dream? Let's go, man. That's what's happening. You understand exactly what this is like, right? There's something deeper that you're not addressing, and you're living a little bit facade. And it's like, no, it's fine. I'm happy. I'm happy with my community. I'm happy with this right now. It's good. It's like, it's bringing everything I want. And it could be. That's what I'm saying. It could be, but there's something deeper. There's something you need to go in a little and say, okay, I need to create a new community, or I need to join another one, or not even community. I mean, this just came as a thing. 11th house is not only about community. It's about also humanitarian. It's also doing things for you. Revolutionizing your life, like making a change within yours, like following your dreams. Even if it goes up against the community that you're in right now. Like, you're a yoga instructor and, but really, I really want to be an accountant, like just like that out of my ass. But it's like, and people are like, what the hell? What do you mean? It's like, making these changes in your life because according to you, not according to everybody else. You're doing you. And you know what? Doing you is the biggest challenge for any human out there. Let me tell you. And it's like following that little thing inside you, that voice, that intuition, that goes beyond, like against the grain. It goes, which is okay with you, but like a part of you has been sailing in this life and saying, I'm okay here. I'm okay being like, and we've been seeing this from you, Aquarius, this fear within you to just move away. And there's something here telling me that. Either you need to go traveling, you need to, you know, close shop here and fucking take a backpack and go travel for a year, 6 months or whatever. You need to like change your job, get that job that you always wanted. It doesn't bring you as much money, so what, but it makes you happy. You know, like change whatever it is that's making you feel a little stagnant. As happy as it makes you feel, like that's the thing, that's the beautiful thing here. Is it stagnant energy? Not really. It's like it still brings you joy, but there's something else. And that's so important. It really is. You need to listen to that freaking intuition that's coming in, because your life could be seemingly amazing right now, but your higher self's like, no, it is not. This is not where you need to be. We don't want you living this Pleasantville life, Aquarius. You need to be going really deep and looking. And you need to jump on that, please. Become that painter, become that musician, become that whatever. Like I always pick these creative things. It doesn't have to be creative. Go study engineering. Become an astronomer, whatever it is you want. Go to the Antarctica, whatever. But listen to it. What is it saying? Freedom is yours. It is the horse spirit. Like, be the stallion, man. Go freaking wild and free. There's nothing holding you back. Of course there is. There's my job and my apartment, and I sell it. Fucking like rent it out or whatever it is. Like, this is the reading of the week of everybody, because this is like saying this is it. Who are you, Aquarius? Are you living always for someone else? Are you living for the it looks like she's happy kind of life, or he's happy? Or are you ready to really, really live your life according to your terms? You like fall in love with the people that you want to, like, you know, you go and tell them how you feel. You go and like be honest with yourself. Observer. That is cool too, because that is exactly where we are at. Be the observers of our life. If you were observing your life, if you were standing back and looking at your life, would you say, oh wow, she's living a safe, or he or she is living a safe life? You know, he or she is traveling the world, always at the same places, always enjoying the same things, doing the same life, working at the same job, doing the thing, but she's happy or he's happy. Is that what you want? You're like, no, man. I want to be different and change. I need to change things up. Become the observer of your life. Not the observer of other people's, yours. Where do you feel like you need to make a change? Do it. What are you waiting for? What, like, really, what are we waiting for here? And I'm waiting for all of you, not only Aquarius, but everybody, to freaking change shit up in their lives, because that changes my life too. So let's go, man. Follow your dreams. Stop following the dreams of other people's. Everybody else in your life. I tried to get the answer out of the book, but I'm going to give you my oracle cards. So what is a good message for Aquarius? I'm doing this because I could see them and I don't want to see them. Okay. Rise. My favorite card. Phoenix, are you ready to rise from the ashes? I'm not going to read everything to you. I'm going to read it just a little bit. Phoenix is a symbol of rebirth and the eternal cycle of transformation. Just as the phoenix rises from the ashes, so too can you transcend the challenges that have consumed you. The flames of adversity are not your end. They are your catalyst for renewal. Embrace your journey as transformation, for it is through the ashes of the old that the new can be born. I won't read everything to you, but every challenge you encounter becomes a stepping stone toward your greater purpose. Embrace the beauty of your journey, for you are becoming a beacon of light and inspiration to others. When you burn from the ashes, like this is like I feel like this is what's happening right now. It's time to like Aquarians are fixed signs, so you do kind of follow some sort of a structure. But I feel like you're like feeling this energy of Pluto entering Aquarius, and you're like, okay, I need to be free. I need to like rise. I need to be me again. So where in your life are you happy and satisfied, kind of, but you know that there's something else? Have you been hearing the message? Have you been hearing like the nudge? Have you been getting nudged by your higher self? That's where we need you to be. Pay attention to that, because it's time to rise. And that's the message of the week. I love you, Aquarius, as usual. Check your rising, your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. Check out my website, because I have a lot of different readings there. We can get down and dirty and personal with you instead of like these general readings. That's it. I hope to see you next week. I love you, and happy birthday. I forgot about you. Why am I forgetting about you? Happy birthday, my beautiful Aquarius. Love you. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. You got third house communication. So the third house is a Gemini energy. Third house is communication, but also between family members, usually like siblings. I know that's part of that, but communication is also, are you having problems communicating with your partner, with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends? Is there interpretation happening right now? Have you been feeling that this could happen in the next week or so too? So pay attention to that. This to me like is communication. Maybe someone's gonna call you for a job or for a project, and keep the lines open. Keep your social media accounts open. But also this speaks of focusing, to try to pay attention to what the messages are coming in from everyone around you, and maybe don't take things personally. But let's just see what this is really for you. The Justice card. All right, this is like Libra energy, marriage, divorce. Let's see, the King of Cups is Scorpio energy, which could be like you, water sign, and the World. Nice, Capricorn energy. This is like a big energy here. And the Knight of Swords. So let's just look at these three massive cards showing up for you with communication. So we have the Justice card. This right away speaks of marriage, business negotiations, a contract, buying a business, investing in a business, going into partnership with someone. This could be your like I said, a marriage, a divorce, a separation. This comes like the Justice. It could be you dealing with the cops or judges or anything, like justice regarded. And the King of Cups here is you could be dealing with someone. This is like right away, if you look at this, it's like either you are marrying someone, divorcing or separating from somebody. This could be a man or woman, or you're going into business with someone. Like everything I said, because there's this man here. I mean, it's like very literal. Your card here, and then the Knight of Swords is your challenge, the Gemini energy. So let's say there's no world here, and this is your challenge energy. So, okay, this is like all the scenarios I can give you here. This is like you breaking up because of someone younger than you. You getting into a partnership, but beware of competition. Beware of, this is Knight of Swords is communication as well. Ooh, this is interesting. So if you're going into negotiations or buying a business, read the fine print, please. If you're breaking up, if you're separating, read the fine print as well. Like everything here speaks to me of with a fine-tooth comb, people. Yes. Whatever this is for you. I mean, everybody is like not up. Like if you're, even if you're getting married, if there's a prenup involved, read everything. There's this feeling of you, like whatever, if you got the ticket, a speeding ticket, whatever, read the fine print. Maybe you don't have to go to pay it. Maybe you don't. You know what I'm saying? There's just something happening here very distinctly. I truly feel like it's business oriented, or marriage, or breakup. Could also be that. But there's this energy here of be very, very discerning and really, really look at every word that is being handed to you. Like, pay attention to everything. Like, communication is this very important here. There's like, don't overlook anything this week or next week or whatever. Like, whatever has to do with anything that's going on in your life, whether it's school, it could be school too, and there's an exam. Really pay attention. This is interesting to me. Or if you're getting like have a project, you like, I don't know, you've been signed on a project with somebody. I'm going to repeat again. Look at the fine print. Because this results in the world to me. This results in freaking victory, success. Like, it's the best thing that this, whatever this is going to bring you. So some of you are like, wow, I'm going to break up and it's going to be the best thing, Sabrina. Yes. Or I'm going to get married and it's going to be the best thing. Yes, because you're going to travel the world. Like this, like whatever this is going to go global, perhaps, or national, or like it's going to make ripple effect in the world, in your city, in your country. It's going to like expand your business. It's going to expand your love. You know, there's something very victorious here. So freaking Pisces is the best reading. I thought I said Aquarius, but this is the best reading. This to me feels like you're in the process of making a massive change in your life. Big one, like whether it's a breakup or an acquisition that's going to level you up. Again, read the fine print. It's going to take you to like another level. This is it for you. But like I said, communication is here, so you got to keep these communication lines open. You got to be willing to listen to advice, be open to whatever it is coming towards you. Like I said, this could be you signing someone that's really going to change the face of your company, let's say, or you're signing someone to you're acquiring a new partner in your business or something. But beware of this, like, again, your exchange is everything. Interesting. Milk and honey. Honeys, this is amazing. Milk and honey is freaking money. Like this prosperity. So whatever this is bringing in you big money. I mean, kudos to you, Pisces. It's been a long time coming. See the big picture. Yeah, okay. So perhaps like you're gonna sign this deal, sign this person, sign whatever this is, get into this marriage, get in whatever, break up, whatever. See the big picture of things, because everything is going to work itself out. I mean, I have nothing else more to say here, because I feel like this is everything right here. All the hard work, all the obstacles, all the blockages that you've had to deal with over the past months is materializing for you, honey. This is amazing. And you know that, and you're like, even if it's a breakup or a separation, it's the best thing for you. This is like moving you into something massive. A new path is opening up for you that is very prosperous, very loving energy, very fruitful. So if it feels a little bit dark, maybe, or whatever, look at the big picture. Because in the end, it will be the best thing you've ever done. All right, I'm going to keep it at that, because Again, like I tell everybody, these are general readings. If you want to book a session with me, we can go get personal with you and your situation. But if this helped you, kudos and great. If not, you can check your rising and your moon. Like, share, comment, subscribe, super thanks me, and also check out my website for other readings. And what am I doing? I haven't even given you your freaking final advice card. So here's your final advice card for Pisces. Oh, we have truth again for you, which is someone else got this. Sagittarius, I believe. Stand up, look at me, show me what I need to see. I'll read you a little excerpt. Embracing your authenticity is a journey of profound transformation, urging you to venture beyond your comfort zone, confront fears, and release what no longer resonates. Are you being transparent? Are you speaking from your heart? Be aware that the more you reveal, the more you may trigger those around you. Keep believing in yourself. You are not here to play small. You are the dream weaver, the storyteller, and the architect of your reality. This is not a time to hold back, to keep the peace, or people please. No, this is the time to express that which has been buried for centuries and ages. You stand here today to rise tall, your voice echoing, your essence resounding. It's time to be heard. I mean, powerful. This is you speaking your truth, communicating, being very clear in what needs to be done. To me, you are stepping into something glorious. So enjoy the energies. Just be discerning. All right, Pisces, was freaking awesome. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.